I said it loud enough, but it was like directly towards him. Like the statement was directly to that guy, right? And I was like, dude, have you ever had your heart broken by another guy? And the guy was like, no, man, I'm sorry. Like I've had my heart broken by not by a guy. And he's like, and I'm really sorry. And I was like,
he was trying to relate with him.
So then later on, I was like, Oscar, and I pointed to Oscar. That's how we play. I was like,
may God bless
the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar. This is Danny. I am Oscar.
This song does not let me wrong. Like I don't.
Episode
number 37.
37?
37.
Oh,
we're back in time.
Oh, shit.
Este
47.
47.
Yo, I literally just said that. I was like, 47, right?
They thought they had like been on the future.
Yeah.
For
You know
like
what?
10
I'm going to see what
episodes.
37 is, see what you're trying to record over history. You're trying to change history over here. I want to see what
Tony,
it is.
Tony is onto you. By the way, Tony
was
sounds...
Sylvia. It was Sylvia's.
How do you know that?
No, Sylvia's was 38.
Just kidding.
Wait,
I'm
we
making
tell
you
you.
nervous.
Silence, peasant.
I'm making you
Silence.
nervous.
Wait, what?
We're trying to record over the Ratatouille versus Stuart Little.
I have a Stuart Little thing too about
Oh.
yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, so many things are happening at
Yes,
once.
yes, yes.
The people are confused. First, there's a guest, and Tony sounds much better.
But don't show
Yes.
the guest just he needs to learn his lesson.
This is true.
We told him not to speak up.
This is true. You're not even on camera right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're going to make him cry before he shows up.
Good.
Yeah, and the people are like, "Where's my compliment?"
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Y'all look amazing. Dude,
look
is it just
beautiful.
me or every week they look much better?
I mean, the people who are subscribed, yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
The ones who are not
Yeah,
subscribed,
the ones
y'all
who
get
aren't,
uglier.
they get ugly as fuck.
Don't-
Yeah.
don't-
So Tony, throw him one out there. You know, let them know how
Compliment
beautiful it is.
If you're subscribed, bravo.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. I was gonna do the you need to leave thing if you're not, but
No.
subscribe then
Stick
leave.
around.
Well, no, they
Just-
can stick around. They don't have to subscribe and just leave. But if you're gonna leave, you know, it doesn't cost you anything. It's just a click, it's just a little bend of the finger, and that's it. You know, so
For sure.
I think the guest can redeem himself if he passed me a beer.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You think so? Yeah, is that okay?
I think.
Porque I think I might be the... Tony, are you drinking?
No,
he's not.
not right
So
now.
it's just you and me? We're not drinking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
just-
I'm fine though. I don't.
You don't drink?
But I brought a 4-pack.
Why?
I'm sober now.
I
No.
I brought a 4-pack, and it's like 1, 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll drink it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as he hands it to him, we can get his round of applause ready. You know, yeah. Like,
So-
are you gonna show him like struggling to get the beer?
Yeah, well, he's on now. It's all him right now.
What do you want?
Well, just get him one of these until we present the.
So we
What do
have
you
that and a special beer?
yeah, he
There's
brought.
like 2 different.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. What do you
Best
have?
guest ever, everybody.
I know.
Look,
We were gonna.
yeah! Hey! Pásame la vironga.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'll take one.
these are the kind of things we have to do off camera.
No,
right?
they love to see this. Do you love to see this?
You didn't
Leave
have
it in
any
the
more of those?
comments.
He
Whatever.
tried,
One of
he
the
tried
other
to
ones?
give Tony a Bud Light. He's like, "You don't have one of those?"
What's this?
Yeah. Yo, Rick, you're the only person I know who still drinks Bud Light.
I don't drink Bud Light.
You don't? You just brought it for Tony?
You can take that.
You got
I
it.
brought
got it.
variety
Make a
pack.
little-
They have it at Sam's.
A variety?
Yo, Ricardo was
pack.
trying to win us over.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he came with like gifts and a lot of
Thank you.
alcohol. Hey, can we get a round of applause?
For
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricardo, the man of the hour. You know?
Oh, yeah, I'm being sabotaged here.
How are you
This
being
one.
sabotaged?
It's not gonna sit.
Ooh.
Oh, it's
I
work.
did.
It'll work.
Yeah.
It'll work. I
it-
just have to drink some.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ricardo. Ricardo, we went to middle school and high school together, and we've been friends for a really long time.
he looks very
Yeah.
sad when you said that.
Yeah.
Do
well,
you
it's
remember
good.
me from high school?
Ooh, no, I don't.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to
say,
I didn't have any overlapping years.
Yeah,
with that
I
at all.
don't think we did, right?
No, I was in middle school.
Yeah, no, he's a baby, remember?
Yeah.
But me and Ricardo have known each other for a really, really long time. How many years do you think it is?
I don't know. We were talking about it the other day, and I don't even remember
It's
the
got
first conversation.
to be over 10 years.
I used to think you were weird.
I still think you're weird. Yeah, but everybody,
Wait.
What's it?
What were you gonna say?
No, di tú, güey.
Why did you think he was weird?
I was bullshitting.
Oh, okay. I wanted to hear.
Tony just wanted to
Oh,
believe me.
yeah,
He's
some
like,
Oscar
he's like,
slander.
yeah, exactly. He's like, I need this.
Give me some dirt.
Yeah, I was about to say you sounded very, very interested in this.
I was
dirt.
curious. Like, I wanted to see how he perceived you when
I was
first
curious too, because I
I-
used to
I-
carry him as a baby, and I thought he was weird.
Fucking running joke.
Met.
Look,
I love that one.
I don't think I had really long hair when we met, so I looked like a very, very basic dude.
I don't remember what I did yesterday. You want me to remember what I did in middle school?
You do remember what you did yesterday because you were with us.
Ooh.
I was.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we went to go watch the Dragon Ball Z movie. Yeah, and we'll get
Dragon
into
Ball
that whenever
Super.
we cover. You guys want to cover what we did over the weekend so we can get started?
Sure, let's
with
do
the
a quick
conversations?
recaps.
Recaps.
What we did.
Guest first?
Ricardo, you're the guest.
Cool.
Anything cool you did in the week or you have done in your life you want to share with the world?
I just stayed home all.
That's
all
awesome.
weekend. Nah, just kidding.
I,
So
I envy you, Adam.
so our friend Adrian had a little get together because it's his birthday coming up, and
The dating guru for the people.
dating guru. Shout out to Adrian,
Adrian, applause.
aka
Nah.
Spider-Man.
Oh.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Played a couple games of beer pong. For the love of my life, I could not beat Oscar that night.
Yeah.
He was just on one.
You know, they weren't there. You could have lied, but thank you for that.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was my night.
And then Sunday, we went to go watch the Dragon Ball Z, which we'll talk about later on.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, no.
Way.
The movie was great.
Tonito.
Over the week, I really wasn't doing much. I got the rest of my school registration set up. You know, I actually start the online stuff today, and then in class tomorrow. It was my first in class.
Everything was online before.
Yeah, well, it was like my first in
Ah.
class since in like 3 years, I think. I haven't
Yeah.
gone to an in class one since like 2019.
Pre-COVID and shit.
Yeah, well, that wasn't really the reason why I just didn't.
stop.
Yeah,
No,
just,
no.
he's on his third PhD right now.
But yeah, aside from that, I went to celebrate a friend's birthday at Voodoo Queen. You know,
Have you been to Voodoo Queen?
I have not.
it's a pretty
What is
cool
it?
bar. It's
Cool
like,
bar.
it's just like a small bar. It was like kind of, I don't know what the vibe would be. How would I describe that? Some people would describe it as a Mexican bar, but I don't think so.
What?
They were describing it like that the other night, and I was
mean,
like, I
what
don't
kind
know.
of music do they play?
First of all, that's
No,
like
I
super
don't think so.
disrespectful to like the whole voodoo thing. I'm like, that's
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
wrong
no,
culture, bro.
They have a jukebox, and it just has a bunch of classic rock stuff.
Yeah,
That's
But
what.
there's-
That's the vibe that I.
But there's
got
not a
from
lot
it.
of like
yeah.
classic rock looking people there. You know, like there are some, but those are like the few.
It's because the name makes it gives it
Yeah.
that theme, I guess.
I don't know.
Voodoo.
It's really cool. If you live in Houston, you should go check it out.
Yeah, they
You
have
know,
some pool
and
tables.
And
we'll
Voodoo
go
Queen,
sometime.
if you want to sponsor this
I don't know
podcast,
if they would do that. No.
why not? We give them a shout out. You never know.
Danny-
They don't have to give us $1,000. They can just give us one beer, and that's already a
sponsorship.
Yeah.
you're
that's a
right.
sponsorship. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
it's
true,
it,
yeah.
it's an equivalent
And you
ratio.
know, Danny's always asking like everybody to sponsor us, and you
Yeah.
know, that's the right
Why
idea.
not?
You know, we're supposed to find that support
I mean,
somewhere.
We're giving them shout outs. You
Yeah.
know, maybe at
Well,
some
we
point
do
they're
have
like,
a sticker there. No, I think Oscar placed one.
Oh, right,
bunch.
right.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
time I go, I'm gonna put some in the restroom. You
Yeah.
know,
I
just
think I
wherever-
put one in the restroom.
Did you?
In the
Oh.
men's restroom.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I
Not
couldn't go in the
one
women's.
Yeah, well,
That's a joke.
What are you going for your bachelor's?
No. Right now, it's for the Associates of Applied Science. So I'm mainly going that way. I can. It's the kind of career field that I can like be going to school and working in it at the same time. But I have to get these first 5 classes done. So I already have all my basics done. I'm just getting the more technical classes. So like right now, I have Principles of Electricity tomorrow. I have something, I forgot what it is. It's like a network technologies. I can basically get like my Network Plus certificate with that. What else is it? There's another one I can't remember. But yeah, it's just like kind of tech based. It's so I can like repair hospital equipment, like hospital monitors and beds and like ultrasound equipment and stuff like that. So like
You're
just
always
maintain.
gonna have a job, yeah.
Yeah, always.
That sounds
yeah.
cool.
And I like working with my hands. I don't like just sitting down.
Hey.
Hey,
This is my
Hey.
personal opinion.
No
I'm
me
just saying.
insultes,
I didn't
Hey.
say any shade. There was no shade. I said I like. I didn't say the
like-
people that do this, or I didn't say anything.
what are
like
we?
that. Nothing. I didn't say anything.
podcasters, bro.
Podcasters.
Oh wait.
Yeah, exactly.
You had just gotten your doctorate, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Just for fun.
Me too. Well, we have a friend that would say Rick's going to be a doctor because I was at U of H for the longest for my for my bachelor's,
Okay.
and they would we would be in a conversation with people we didn't know, and my friend would just randomly say, "Hey, you know he's going to be a doctor," and they start asking me the question like,
Oh,
what
for?"
yeah, what for?" And I'm like, "Dude, that guy's like full of shit. Like, I'm trying to do construction management. It has nothing to do with being a doctor."
Yeah.
So you're the construction guru?
Construction manager.
Construction doctor.
Oh.
Construction
Oh.
Dr Guru.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, but it's just, you swapped majors halfway, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I was doing criminal justice.
Oh, that's
You
right.
decided it wasn't for you or what?
So I have two cousins. I'm gonna say their names because they're undercover, and I'm just gonna out them out. So I'm bringing y'all like good content right now.
Ah.
Yeah, and these are their photos.
These are their code names
Yeah.
or whatever. No, I have two cousins that are like sergeant for HPD, and I wanted to go a different route. I did want to be a police officer, so I took a whole bunch of criminal justice classes at San Jac, and I had the opportunity to work at the jail. And I was like, screw this. There's a lot of crazy people in this world. I was like,
Yeah, a taste of the real world, and you're
Yeah.
just like, nah. No, that makes sense. It's scary to be in like the place of authority, you know, like within like the justice system, you know, because you never know what your day is gonna be like whenever you go to work. You know, anything can happen. You know,
Yeah, and like for those guys, I mean, they have nothing to lose, you know. But honestly, like when I left there, it wasn't for the inmates. It was more of like management. Like management really like.
it was like really
I think
political.
management ruins like most of the jobs anyway, so
Yeah,
that's not really
it
surprising.
it really ruined that one like pretty bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's why we have no managers here.
Yeah, this is all. It's a well functioning democracy, you know. And no, but I remember you whenever all that came out, and like you came out all paranoid and shit. You don't
I
like,
did.
yeah, he doesn't like sitting with like his back towards the door now and stuff.
Ah.
Well, it wasn't just that. Like at U of H, there's two entrances, right? And they're like in the front of the building, like or in front of the room where the professor's at. And you hear about all these school shootings, and it's
okay.
like,
Yeah, no, you can't help that paranoia.
yeah, it's like, okay, if something happens, like, okay, who am I gonna use as a shield? Who's the smallest person?
Yeah,
Can I
for
say
me,
that? Can I say that?
Yeah, Rick, relax. No, let's shut up. Like after the whole Vegas thing, I was fucking scared of like festivals and stuff. And
you know, like whenever the Astros won, it was all the crowd in downtown. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, but it's so good that nothing happened.
Oh,
Anything
yeah.
like that because it was so crowded.
You
But-
never really know. They don't like exclude any kind of events or.
No,
you
they
know.
just, yeah. But I was gonna say at U of H, I never worried because I was in like a lab and I had the door. It was always locked. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, if they get me, it's like, what are the odds?
it has to be someone working in the lab.
Yeah, it has to
Yeah.
be. That would be a lab partner.
And
Oh,
I
shit.
started thinking about it, like, how do you teach a class like the professor, knowing that you're literally the first person they're gonna see because the doors are literally right next to them, behind them. So if they
That's a
open the
really
door,
dark way of thinking, but yeah,
and
you're
people,
right.
and people go to class late, so it's like,
Yeah, you never know who's
yeah, it's
walking
like
in.
15, 20 minutes into the class, and the
Yeah.
door opens. You're like, oh shit, and it's just somebody being late for class.
I was looking because I had just re-registered. They sent me new like the policies for San Jac, and they have updated campus carry laws. And you're actually, if you're licensed, you can open carry as long as you have it within like reach of your person. You know, it's not like in your backpack. You're allowed to have it on you.
Yeah.
So it's just like
I think there's certain buildings though where you can't.
Well,
Yeah, they said they have, like,
they have to be
excluded
also
little
like
amount.
the thing is in San Jac is publicly funded. Anything
Mhm.
public they can make those laws for.
yeah.
So like private colleges don't have to abide by that.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yep, makes
Right,
sense.
Yeah,
but
but-
aside from my
It got
weekend,
dark as
yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, imagine Ricardo, grown as man, feels this way. Imagine how kids are feeling nowadays.
Mhm.
You know, I read that they were trying to build schools with like curved pasillos, so he couldn't get a straight shot. That's fucking depressing. Yeah. But anyways, moving forward. Come on, make us laugh, Tony. Come on, tell us a joke.
Jiggle.
No. I don't know how to follow that. What he said. I was gonna say that ever since y'all like forced me to like beer, I don't have to.
Espérame.
I don't have to
Sorry
spend money
about
on.
that,
I don't have to
bro.
spend money on expensive mixed drinks anymore. Like
Oh,
I can
yeah.
just drink beer now, and it's a lot cheaper.
Have you done the hot thing?
The what?
The go outside when it's hot.
No, I haven't
I
done that.
thought he meant like be hot, so they'll buy you drinks.
I mean,
Yeah,
never
right?
try that one, but
One day.
yeah.
But no, just yeah, it's just it has its benefits, I guess. I don't have to spend $18 on a Long Island anymore. Because Voodoo Queen is they have like the
To
really
be fair,
tall
though,
Long
yeah,
Island.
that Long Island is huge, so it's justifiable.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it is long.
yeah. Do it. Just give it to him. Yeah. Well, congratulations on
Thank you.
saving money.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
And in school. And in
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's important too,
It's-
right?
No, I think you like beer now. Back in school, saving money. Look at the come up.
Yeah.
I know, man.
I'm
Hey,
just-
stay
I'm
tuned for
trying-
more tips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On what?
Oh, you went from beer to mixed drinks, or mixed
Mixed
drinks
drinks
to
to
beer.
Oh,
beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
He's like, if you want to save money, drink
Yeah.
beer.
The progression is just drink every beer that I've drank since I started, and you'll like beer eventually.
So watch the podcast. If you're like, I want to get to like
Drink
beer.
every one of these, and you'll barely like some of them enough to where like you'll prefer those over the dark ones.
What was your first episode? 26, right?
26 or 27.
Yeah. Not in the business of making sense. I
Yeah.
think that's the
Yeah.
first one. Yeah. So go check that out.
Yeah, no, but it's just like Tony's like, try everything. It's awful, so it only gets better from there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Point.
Because they started me off like really dark. I think it was like stouts, like 4 stouts to start,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
didn't
I
like
mean-
any of them.
And IPAs.
And IPAs too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, today you brought us IPAs today, right?
I brought one IPA.
See, so,
So we're
Single
gonna
or
have to
double?
all fight for it.
triple.
No,
triple
it's a
IPA.
4-pack.
Why are you
is it
laughing?
for real?
Yes.
A triple
It's a triple
IPA? Is that a
IPA,
thing?
No, I didn't bring the triple IPA.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, that-
he
that
texted
is
that
me. He's like,
exists?
Yeah, there is.
Is it just like
Wow.
plant? You just like bite into it?
Hey,
Is it
you,
like-
you bite into the hops?
So it's triple IPA because you have one guy hold beer, and then so you.
Oh.
He's so lame.
Ah.
Boo
you
him
at the
too.
same time.
Boo him
At
too.
the same time.
Oh, yeah.
The manager said so.
The manager.
Yeah. Well, my weekend was pretty much like Rick's. Just that on Friday, like I've been training, grinding really hard, like to get good at video
Been
games.
grinding
Like that's
at video games.
yeah, that's the
That's what I said.
Yeah, freaking cochino.
Grinding while playing video games.
Oh, okay. And he streams
Grinding.
it too.
Yeah. So because we're trying to get ready to start playing more often, and we're gonna start the whole streaming stuff. And we did like a practice run. We didn't really share it anywhere, but just seeing how it went. I finally figured out how to make the comments
Oh yeah,
pop
you
up.
need to tell me about that.
And yeah, so I'm excited about that. And the Dragon Ball Z movie came out, so the game Fortnite had like a Dragon Ball Z event, and I got the Shenron glider.
Oh, you finally
Yeah,
finished?
I managed to get
I
it.
haven't done it.
Yeah, and that was pretty much the difference. I went to Adrian's house. We got drunk. We got home like around 4, and then
At that
And
point,
we-
why don't you just stay there?
And we actually left. Oscar was like, "All right, Adrian, it's his house. He's asleep. He's like, I think we should call it a night. Like, I could have ran another hour or two. Like, I was good.
Well,
I
to
was
be
good.
fair, I've gone over to Rick's house like randomly on the weekend, and like we literally just me and him just talking outside till like 4 a.m. So like I know like literally we're just sitting there
Rick
talking.
will go all night.
Yeah, yeah, and
So this
drinking
podcast
too.
is
Drinking
going
too.
till 4 a.m.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because think about it, we drink like, and then like we're drunk, then we literally just talk until you're sober, but you're drinking the entire time, so you're never really too drunk, but you're
Or
still
too
drinking
sober.
all night long.
And I literally live like 3 blocks away from Adrian.
Yeah, he
So I
does.
could have walked
Oh,
home.
okay, you
Yeah, I
live
could have
over
walked
there.
home and it would have
Yeah,
been
but
good.
you tried walking to Adrian's before.
Yeah, and
you
I
got
and
lost.
I got lost.
There's a lot of weird turns there.
So-
the one time
Yeah.
I went.
So I was walking, and on the first block, I passed by like some mailboxes, and it was like a cul-de-sac. And I was like, sweet, shortcut. And I could have crossed it, and I ended up back on the block where I saw the truck. I was like, I recognize that truck. That's my truck. And I was like, no shortcut. I was really upset.
Yeah. Nah, but I had a lot of fun. It was cool. Like I said, I was undefeated in beer pong. Yeah, and yeah, it was great. And then Sunday came around, and we went to go watch Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. I'm surprised. No, look, I was really disappointed in you, Danny.
That
I
was
know.
sick.
I was disappointed
Danny
too once you brought it up.
wears like freaking Dragon Ball Z
I know.
shirts all the
I know.
fucking time.
I know. I didn't even remember.
So the one time you get to actually dress up for it, You show up in a plain black shirt.
Se me olvidó, güey. I was rushing.
So
Bro,
disappointing.
he hyped you up for it. Like, I showed up with my shirt, and he's like, yo, your shirt is cool and everything.
Yeah.
But he's about to pull up with, like, something like, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool.
Dan-
He shows up with an all-black shirt, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know. You know, Danny has like like the full print like all over, and
He has a
nothing.
jersey too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
the way he hyped you up,
Oh,
I thought
yeah,
you were
just-
going to come out with, like, the scout reader. Like,
Do we need to get? I need to get one of
Yeah,
those.
you do.
Shit,
Yeah, and,
pretty badass. Yeah, I was rushing, and I didn't even get to the house. I just went from eating to there, like.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
tell us about your weekend.
So Friday was crazy because we had no water and no electricity. So it was a fun morning, and but eventually we got electricity, and eventually
What happened?
we had to change like the drainage pipe,
Oof.
and there was no electricity because of the rain in the morning. It dropped something in the corner cables, and they were repairing. And then my phone, my phone finally broke, and I sent it. I've been fighting with Google for a while.
Oh yeah, because the speaker was broken, right?
The microphone was broken,
That's what's
and I had to be on speaker to talk to people. So if you call me, I had to be on speaker.
Yeah. Every time I would call him and I was in my car, since it's on speaker, he thinks he has to be louder. He's like, "What no?" And I'm just like,
Oh, I don't think I have to be louder. That's just how I do it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's you. No, but so yeah, I had like no internet. I had no electricity. My phone didn't work because I had no Wi-Fi. So I was like trying to make it happen because I had work meetings that day. So I had a meeting like at 8 in the morning, and I had another meeting at 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was in an island using my last resources. Like I had a backup battery for the computer. I plugged the router in the modem. I'm like, okay, that should last me for the meeting. And then I go and I take my mom's phone and I steal her internet from and it was just like slowly progressing. Like I'm running out of power, running out of everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, then he came back. And then Saturday, actually, I worked all evening because I was making up hours for Friday. So I finished around 10.
Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't go to Adrian's.
I finished around 10:30, and I was like,
I mean, we were there. Till 4.
I know, but it's 10:30. I feel lazy.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
So yeah, and Sunday we went to watch Dragon Ball, and we watched She-Hulk. Did you watch She-Hulk, the first episode?
No.
Okay.
Okay,
well-
but I did watch the Game of Thrones one.
it's out.
Game of Thrones is back.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so the first episode came out.
Okay, we'll talk about
about it.
movies and
Yeah.
stuff in a little bit. Talk about
Yeah,
that
so
in a bit.
let's get back to our guest.
See.
Yeah,
See.
we forgot he was here.
Welcome back.
Like, well, Ricardo, I've actually mentioned you a couple of times on here.
Uh-oh.
We
Yeah.
hang out often, and you're getting married.
I'm getting married.
I'm
Congratulations.
his groomsman, one of his groomsmen,
no.
and
And
I'm
the
like,
person is-
congratulations.
and
He's
the
like-
person is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Are
Are
just
you the one that got
clarifying
him punched? You came over onto the podcast
Yeah.
one time. And you said you got beat up.
Yeah. We did-
oh
that was-
yeah.
It was for you.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bachelor party. It was the pre-bachelor party to the pre-bachelor
like
because
that.
we
It's
it's like the
been like
second or third
pre-
time that
yeah.
I've hung out with my bachelor.
Yeah, but it's
or
cool
groomsmen.
because we're getting to know each other, and then we're
Right.
gonna go on the trip together, so it's even better.
I mean, I always thought that was the ideal, right? Because you show up to a bachelor party and at first it's all awkward and it's like, hey, what's up? Like, what are you working? And, like, just how's the weather? Yeah, this crazy weather. But no, these guys like they've seen each other multiple
Okay.
times, so
That makes sense. That's
pretty
smart.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's awesome, and we got along with all of them.
Yeah, and like my fiance, shout out to my fiance.
Subscribe.
I think Yudi should be right. You told
Yeah,
her about it.
Good.
Yeah.
She was like, we need to have 10 and 10. I was like, shit, I don't have 10 friends. Like, I remember when she told me 10. Like, she broke the news to me. I was like, hey, Oscar, do you think Alex, Gustavo, and your dad would want to be in?
Yeah, 10 is a lot of people.
10 is a lot of people.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to make people fight,
Yeah. So like the main bachelor party is it like a UFC match or what? Like y'all just
Yeah, they're
practicing?
preparing for it.
The
Yeah.
other one was the warm up. They've been
Okay.
training.
Yeah, it's like a fight night type of thing,
Dang.
You're
Can't
not
really.
supposed to talk about.
Y'all gonna live stream it?
You're not supposed to talk
Oh.
about.
No, sorry.
You don't
It's a
talk
bachelor
about
party.
it. It's
bro.
roll one, right?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. I
Yeah.
see.
I told you whenever I watched that movie, right, the Fight Club movie, I didn't know what the fuck to expect because I watched it super late. Like I was literally on a flight for California, and I realized that it wasn't really a fighting movie. It's about a fucking terrorist group and shit.
Wait. So you watched
Yep.
it for the
I'll
first
take
time
your
recently?
word for it.
You haven't watched Fight
Yeah.
Club? Oh, you're a
That's
fucking
crazy.
phony, bro.
Dang.
I at least
And you're-
expected you to have watched that movie.
Why me?
And you're
God,
organizing
you
a
love
fight club.
Because I
fighting.
organized fights. Like the whole bachelor thing was just a setup. Like I was
Yeah.
trying to recruit people for my underground boxing.
fighting. So it's safe to say I'm not allowed to join, right? I suck.
We've done like 5 events already. He went to the
Dang.
first one.
Damn.
And you already broke rule
I
one.
at least want to feel like I'm a part of it, you know?
So, Oscar carried his own. He threw some hands. It's one thing to talk about it, but when the guy in front of you is like bull charging you and you see gloves going at your face, you're like, oh shit! Like,
Not only that, I'm a big dude. He's bigger than me, and Rick fought him for like 2 minutes.
we did 3 rounds. So the guy that I had fought, he used to be like in a boxing gym and everything.
Okay,
Like,
so he's
he
legit.
like trained, like
That's the guy who he made me fight.
Oh, okay.
yes. So this guy did it to get out of trouble. He was in like a bad
Like to
neighborhood.
beat him up?
No.
I'm just
to get
messing.
him,
Yeah,
to get him out of it.
yeah.
And this guy's huge. He's taller than Oscar. He has a long reach, and me and him have gone at it a couple times already.
So y'all just do it for fun. Y'all just like, hey, let's put on the gloves and let's
Yeah,
beat
That
each
day-
other up.
that's what they
That
do.
day was
Yeah.
that day. Two of the groomsmen were like talking shit to each other, so it was like, dude, I'm gonna beat you up, and he's like, okay, whatever. The thing about my buddy was, we told him, dude, we're not gonna fight. He's like, but I got mouth guards and headgear already.
Yeah, he
like,
brought
you would
everything. He was
bring it,
so
like, you just
prepared. He
Had
was
all the
bring it.
equipment on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he bought
I guess he was
Yeah.
tired of you. He's like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
So he bought the mouthpieces, and he showed up. We had just been barbecuing. Keep in mind, we already took some shots. We had been drinking. Like,
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was-
Recipe for disaster right there.
it is, but it's one of those memorable nights
Yeah.
because had
Do
you
you
ever
remember it after being hit the way you were hit?
had you ever fought before?
I mean, I have been in real fights before.
All right.
Yeah.
It-
I've just never tried to box like that. You know,
It's
it's different.
it was a cool experience, because
Yeah.
maybe some of the guys that were there, like Gustavo, had never put on the gloves with anybody.
Yeah. So the main reason I got into fight was because his friend was talking mess, and I was like, dude, I want to see them fight. So I was like, yo, I'll fight the big dude if they, if them
If
fight,
they fight it out.
because they had been like egging on the other 2 guys to talk shit to each other. And since his friend was talking a lot of mad shit, I was like, oh, I want to see him get his ass beat, just like playing around, of course.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, if he fights, they gotta fight, and they agreed. So now I have to freaking fight
Dang.
this big dude.
It was
Yeah.
it was fun. I got
Yo,
in trouble from
Rick,
my
you
uncle
got
and my
hit
dad.
hard.
My uncle and my dad were like, "What the hell are you doing, Rick? Like somebody could have got hurt." And my cousin, the one that's a sergeant for HPD, like he's like watching. He's like,
Hey,
the whole thing.
remember undercover? You can't
Yeah, I
say
didn't say his name. I didn't say his name. I didn't say his name.
Are you sure? Did he not say the name?
I didn't say his
He
name.
didn't
No,
say
he
it. No,
said-
he
he
just
said-
said sergeant.
Oh,
I said he's a sergeant.
his
Rick
name's
Jr.
His name is so close to sergeant.
Sergio.
And my last name is Maldonado.
Yeah,
so
I know.
do the research.
That'd be real easy to find. And I'm telling you, like I was watching them fight, and I don't know, you just see Rick get hit real hard on
I
the
got
side.
rocked.
Yeah,
I got rocked. Like, I don't think I had ever gotten rocked at like that point, or maybe because I was buzzing too.
Oh yeah, of course
It
you've been
could have
drinking
been
all
But-
day.
for sure.
My head was just fucking throbbing for like at least a good solid 15-20 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
the fight was over probably because of the adrenaline and everything. I think I came out with a little minor concussion that night.
Yeah, you look like you were.
Yeah, I was a little dazed, and it went away when the other 2 guys started fighting. And Oscar started fighting,
You took your mind off of it. You were
and
just
one of the
watching that.
guys like he got like severely dehydrated. Like it was.
Well, to be fair, he was the drunkest one there.
yeah,
Yeah, so
and he fought twice, and I think the second one was the one where he like started throwing up. He laid on the floor. We couldn't like pick him up anymore.
Like during the fight or what?
Yeah.
No, after the fight.
Oh,
like,
okay. Damn.
it was like literally it ended. He'd like take the gloves off me, and then he like just lay down on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a defense mechanism. He just starts throwing
That's
up
people-
on
you know,
you.
right before the fight. He was,
They keep their distance. Talking about fighting, I actually have beef with you right now.
come at me, bro.
Do it mid in the camera.
Look, I remember when we were launching this, I was like, bro, me and my cousin Danny were starting the podcast. We're gonna be called the Unqualified Gurus. And then, like, you know, pretty soon after, they were running their mouth, telling jokes. Him and Adrian, the love guru, dating guru, whatever the fuck you want to call him. You know, they were all like the trader guru. You know, he's like, we're gonna start our own podcast called the Qualified Gurus. And,
Really?
Yeah, and they're not gonna
Qualify for what?
And they're not talking to professionals. All they are doing is listening to our podcast and like making fun of us.
No, we're not making fun
That's
of
a
it.
good format.
That's what they
That's
said.
a good format, though.
Actually,
No,
I kind of like it.
But
You have my
wouldn't
blessing.
Make fun of the Unqualified Guru. We would talk about y'all's episode. It was
Okay,
like
so
a reaction.
Like a react channel.
Like a real this shitty ass
Like, you know what?
podcast.
That was really clever what they did there. What'd you think, Adrian?
Adrian man didn't watch it.
Yeah,
That's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah,
That's the
I
end
didn't
of
watch
it.
it.
Yeah.
We were gonna launch it, but Adrian was charging too much, and at the time I wasn't a doctor yet.
He was charging you
Yeah,
to be on your own podcast?
yeah, because he said since he was with y'all, he's like,
Yeah,
hey,
he
like,
had the
I'm
star
premium.
power, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he had experience. He had experience by the time, like,
He knew the Unqualified Gurus inside out.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, now you're on level playing field,
Yeah, it's true.
Oh shit.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
so you can charge him now more because you're more recent.
And a doctor.
Yeah.
And
At
a
the time, I wasn't a doctor.
Look, I forgive you because you brought us beer.
you are forgiven.
Yeah.
Ricardo.
So,
trajera,
Ricardo brought us this. It's called Double Spilled, and it's by Urban South Brewery right here in it's by Target, right?
Right.
Target.
So
Like Target made it, or
No, it's by the Target.
oh.
Remember, we went there.
I know,
we went
right?
there.
I was like, "What? Target does that now? What the hell?" Even Tony thought that too.
He said buy Target.
I said-
Yeah.
Hey, Target sponsor.
I
us.
said,
Yeah.
I said it's by Target.
Target, ya ándale.
So I've gone to this brewery a couple times, and they have pretty good beer. But the whole reason I wanted to bring it to the show or to let Oscar drink is because Oscar likes R, and I think the design is just so simple, but it's so fucking different.
Yeah. I was just talking about it while you were outside.
It's called a fruited sour. It's a bomb pop. Yeah.
Oh, it's a sour.
So we went, and I tried something different. I tried an orange one, so I'm actually excited to
Oh,
try.
it's where we went, right? I was like,
Yeah.
the logo looks
And
similar.
and
Yeah.
I think the highest is like a triple blend, right? So if you go for something quick, something simple,
Yeah.
like it'll be like a mango, and it's just like paint dripping, and it's one color. But since this one has two flavors, you have a double drip, and that's why there's two different colors.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why it's called Double Spill.
Yeah, it looks cool, and we actually went there because you had told me about it, and like the other Tony number 2, like we were out one night and we were just like going from bar to bar, and like we ended up at the brewery, and I was like, oh, this is the place that you had been telling me about because you were the one who originally told me about it, and it's the one I had tasted good. Danny got one that tasted really nasty.
I drank it.
Yeah,
I drank it.
by force.
They had one where it was the logo wasn't. It was like a picture of flautas, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't taste it. I didn't have the courage to get it. But
Yeah,
I bullshit a lot. So sometimes I'll speak truth. Sometimes I'll say a couple lies, and people don't know if I'm telling the truth half of the time. So
That's not a good thing.
I showed up to the brewery, and my buddy showed up, and he's like, "Hey, what are you drinking?" I was like, "Dude, I just drank some flautas." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I'll just leave it at that." And he went over there, and he saw the cup. He's like, "Rick, they have a flautas beer." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I told you about it."
Yeah. No, but the place looks like a freaking ice cream shop.
It's
That-
pretty
that-
cool. I
that-
like that or what?
That was my only gripe.
Very
with
colorful, very bright.
It was
Okay.
it was really bright. So it's like, you know,
But to be fair, though, it's pretty cool because they had a TV and they were subscribed to the Unqualified Gurus podcast.
if you follow the Instagram, you would have seen that.
Yeah.
Danny got on the,
No,
on the TV.
no, don't point fingers. Don't point fingers. There was a television there, and there was a YouTube app, and someone was logged in, and there was the Unqualified Guru subscribe button. I grabbed the remote and by accident clicked OK and subscribe.
No,
It was there.
it's
Now it's there.
The rest is history.
like
Yeah.
Bob Ross says, it's a happy incident.
See, that's
You know?
basically kind of them is sponsoring us because they're subscribed, and look, It's,
Oh, look, now we're sponsoring you.
Yeah.
Pay us.
No, but my only complaint was just that the atmosphere, the drink isn't there, you know, and they didn't really have music or anything either.
Oscar likes a
It's
really
really
dingy
small.
bar.
It's really small.
Dingy bar. Like
I like the outside. I like the outside though.
But even
Yeah.
then, it's really, really, really small compared to like other breweries. There's not much of a patio. There isn't
What?
that bag toss, cornhole. There isn't cornhole. There isn't game. Like
They had a
kinda just
foosball
small.
table.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. It looked like that's a room that you can like
Oh,
get for a
wait.
party.
When was the last time you went? Maybe they expanded.
I just bought the beer,
Oh.
so
You went to the one by Target, right?
yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah. Well, on the right hand side, there's a room in
I
the
didn't
back.
pay attention.
Yeah, it looks like it's a room that you can get for a party. But
Yeah.
I guess no one was using it, so I even asked. I said, "Can we go in there and use the foosball?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
They
We
got
went
an
in.
axe throwing.
right
there
in the corner.
Yeah, around the
Yeah,
corner.
in the
Yeah, that's
corner.
what the other Tony
Yeah,
told
we
us.
should do it.
Well, let's try this.
Hay que tratar. Hold on, let me chug this.
Bomb pop. You want to chug mine?
No. You're the one who wanted that beer. I
I got
feel like I'm
drunk
talking
on
to
the
like a little
weekend.
kid.
I don't feel like drinking anymore.
Oh, I can't open.
Oh,
Yeah, these
it's
things-
colorful.
You open it?
It's because this thing is
Yeah.
like super
I got
low.
nails. I bought my nails.
You want to have mine?
Oh shit! Let me open yours, Danny.
No, but I got it, bro, with my finger. Watch.
Oh.
Should
Okay.
look like an energy drink or cotton
It
candy or
looks
something.
like a Powerade or something.
Powerade.
I know y'all were dehydrated for partying this weekend, so I brought y'all
Electrolyte
Powerade.
drink.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sweato.
Why does it look blue? Oh well, I mean, it has blue paint.
Powerade.
Ready?
Drink up.
Ready?
Drink up. Hydrate.
Drink up. Oh, it's not
shit.
bad.
It's like a mini orgasm in my mouth.
Just a mini.
Yeah, it wasn't over the top.
Not memorable.
Yeah. It tastes good though.
It's like any other guy.
Mira, I don't really like sours, is what I've noticed from drinking with this gentleman right here. But this one's not. It's not
it's because it's not over the top sour. What are the flavors that it has on this one?
It tastes like beer mixed with Powerade.
Yeah, it really does taste like
It
Powerade.
tastes like a Kool-Aid or some kind of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the blue, that's all I was thinking about.
So y'all
Now-
kept doing Mountain Dew, so I went the opposite. I was like,
Oh,
let's do
okay.
Powerade.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's bring something new to the table.
Rick, I was talking with you about the Miller dudes, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, just because you saw it on TikTok doesn't mean you have to drink it. Yeah, and I refuse to drink Pilk.
Come on,
we got the
Abel.
likes for it though.
Yeah,
didn't we?
Yeah,
I-
it's true.
I think
I
we
saw
did.
Abel's comment. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we've gotten the likes for that we didn't follow through on.
They're gonna start
I
giving
think
us
the
likes.
How many moles do I got,
the
bro?
mole thing. We're not allowed to have Sylvia on anymore. It was something like that, right?
Yeah.
It was something like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
right?
Did y'all try to erase her episode and she's no longer?
Yeah,
Wait.
she's gone. Yeah,
Dang.
I'm just
Sorry,
kidding. She got a
Sylvia.
little-
Hey, the beef that they have with y'all, I have nothing to do with it. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
All you
Okay,
do
now
is
you're
all you
part of
do
it.
is instigate, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't talk shit.
You just said half of the time you can't be trusted, though.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
whenever I went to
said that.
Ricardo's house last time, whenever we were fighting, Ricardo was all like, "Yo," he was talking to some other guy. He's like, "You know, I don't talk shit." And yo, I fucking saw red because I'm like, if you've ever met Ricardo, you know that's all he fucking does. You know,
I believe it.
You believe
I
it?
see no
You
lie
know?
in his.
Yo,
But in a fun way, though. It seems like he
I
does
see
it in
no
a
li-
fun way.
Hey, Danny, can
I
you
see
tell
no
us
lie
about
in
the
his
time
statement.
you met him?
Oh,
Because you met him and I wasn't around.
it was in the ring. It was also in the sparring session.
That is true. You know, talk about fighting. Yo, this is gonna end up being the Fight Club episode.
It is.
Yeah.
You want to tell you want to tell them your side, or because Danny doesn't remember?
He doesn't remember. I was just another amateur boxer thinking he can go in kickboxing ring.
You were just a stepping stone in his pathway to his brown belt because he hasn't gotten the black belt.
Shame on me. I'm sorry. I'll get it eventually.
Danny
One
was
day.
like, when you play Pokemon and you're just like, your level's like 40 and you're in the grass and it's like they're level 3.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'm just trying to level up, bro. I'm just trying to level up.
Wait,
That was
so
me.
I'm the only one in this group you haven't fought?
I haven't fought him.
Oh, you haven't fought? Oh, you fought his friend. Oh, okay. Well, you got to
Yeah.
fight Oscar.
Would you
now.
fight Oscar?
We gotta fight.
He's
Ricardo.
here because we haven't fought.
Oh, dang.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go recruit your friend to beat you up.
Damn.
You get another concussion.
Hey, bachelor party's coming up.
Yeah, you can try to beat in Louisiana.
Scary.
I know.
Scary stuff right
I'm
there.
excited. So, we're gonna go fishing too,
We're going to go fishing too,
and Ricardo's the person who takes me fishing.
right?
Yeah, but you haven't told us the story of how you met Danny.
Tell everyone. You tell the story. You remember it better than I do.
Yeah.
So it was a raining afternoon. It was,
Shut up.
so I had to take a physical education class for San Jack for my associates.
Doctorate.
Yeah, no, that was for the associates. That was for the associates.
Okay.
And I took kickboxing, and as mentioned,
You were in kickboxing then.
yeah, as mentioned before, like I grew up with my cousins. We used to fight. I remember watching De La Hoya, Barrera, like all these Mexican warriors go at it. So I've been around it, you know. And I remember, I don't remember how I found out that they were related, but I thought I was hot shit. And I was like, yeah, I want to face somebody that's like a part of y'all's group, right? Because you have your professor, then you have people that are y'all's regulars, and
It's
then you
'cause
have
you-
like intermediate people that
It's
just
because you were in
joined.
kickboxing. So kickboxing is like the workout. It's called kickboxing, so it kind of sounds like you're gonna box.
Yeah.
But it's really more like a workout class more than anything. And maybe because mostly women sign up for it. I don't know. I'm just saying, like a lot of them don't look like honestly, because
yeah,
it's the same. It's the same it's the same coach, or he doesn't call himself coach. But you will notice that the people that want to spar would go to the martial arts
He
class.
likes to be called senpai.
Sensei.
Notice me,
Sensei.
senpai.
But then the kickboxing one was more like it always, every time I went to it, it was most like they were working out. But they still wear like it's working out based on like kicks and stuff like that.
But you had people that would follow him that was in
To the other classes.
Yeah, that were in multiple
There were
classes,
sometimes
right?
where I couldn't make it to the to the martial arts class, so I would go to the kickboxing class. And I guess that's when
Yeah, and it was mostly women, and they had like a section where I think like the final you would fight Redman, and it was like the biggest guy, one of his
I think it was Blue Man.
The guy from...
it was Blue. No, it was Redman.
No, he was-
Red Man's from Wu-Tang Clan.
No, it's Redman.
No,
Yeah, it's Red Man from Wu-Tang.
It wasn't called Redman.
What is it called? Is Blue Man?
It was something, man.
Oh, Blue Man is the guy
Method
that
Man.
play
Yeah,
the
there's a
drums
drummer,
and
yeah.
the thing comes out.
Yeah, but
They're both musicians.
No, it's Redman because they do it in HPD and the Academy too, I think.
I'm
I
trying
could
to
be
remember,
wrong.
but I
I
don't
could be
remember
wrong.
the word red in it.
Denny's
But go ahead.
colorblind,
Go ahead.
So I was like, they said, okay, you can break up into sparring sessions, right? And like I said, I wanted to go somewhere where I can be a little challenge, right?
Yeah.
So I go with Danny, and
Do you remember what belt I was? By any chance?
I don't.
No.
I don't.
Just be like, not black.
I did remember, but then he roundhouse kicked me, and it was like,
Yeah. It's like your sonic points shut out.
the ring.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
So I remember sparring with Danny, right? And Danny's like, okay, this is like lightweight stuff, right? So he's comfortable. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show him that. I mean, I got something, you know. So I got my hands up. I know how to block.
Wait, at that point, do you guys introduce yourselves? Do you know his
No.
name?
I don't think we knew each other.
No, you do like a little bow, like
Oh, yeah.
boom, boom. All right, let's go.
I thought you would have picked him because you knew he was related to me.
I don't remember how I found out that y'all were related. I don't.
Maybe when he hit you, you felt.
I mean,
like a
to be
connection.
fair, I did always try to hide that I was
No,
related
you
to
know what?
Oscar, but
No, I think you had posted something.
Now you're at
And
my
I was
house
like,
every
hey,
week.
yeah, that would be weird.
Either you posted something. No, Oscar posted something.
Yeah, he's always been
It
my
has to-
follower.
and
it
you
has
were
to be
there.
me. He
You
never
were there, and
posted
I was like,
anything.
screw that dude. That guy kicked my ass. Like, what is he to you? What is he to you? And he's like, that's my cousin. I was like,
But
yeah, he beat my.
But tell us your experience when you were like fighting.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So I had my hands up. Like I said, I'm in a typical boxing pose. And I'm like, okay, usually when you're boxing, you lead with a jab, right? And I'm like, okay, if I see the jab, I know he's going for something else. And he's just kind of Cadillacing, like. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I threw like a body shot, and it was like, okay, like, this is more serious, right? So I'm watching for the jab, and all of a sudden I see like his Nike shoes just fucking, like come this way from like this side of the ear, and I was like, oh shit, like whoa, hold up, bro, hold up. So then I'm fighting, and you're thinking while you're fighting, you're thinking like, okay, how are you gonna go in? Like you're analyzing everything, right? So like, okay, look at his feet. He's not gonna fuck you up with his feet if you're watching him. And I'm watching his feet, and then he jabs me. And I'm like, oh shit, where'd that come from? So then I'm like, okay, watch out for his jab. Watch out for his jab. And then I get like a leg kick to the side,
the side kick,
a side kick, and I was like. And then the coach was like, time, and I was like, you're lucky, you're lucky. But yeah, it was a crazy experience because and it gave me more respect for like UFC. So there was a fight on Saturday. We were at Adrian's, we didn't see it. I saw the highlights of it. The championship fight, the guy was losing the whole like fight, and somehow he landed like a high kick to the face or to the head and knocked the guy out, and he's like the new champion. But on UFC, you can be winning the whole time, and it only takes one shot to like just end it. And like I said, for boxing, you know what to expect, like upper body. Well, not upper body, but you know the punches are coming from up here, right? And when you start doing like kickboxing and like UFC, like legs, knees, like everything's open.
So what you're saying is you were one shot away from ending Danny?
That's what I was thinking.
And we would have got 5 rounds. Yeah, we would have got 5
He was
rounds.
like, damn. He was like, damn, senpai, close the fight.
I was like, get back here. Get back here. I was like,
that was a very good one, Tony.
I was like, South Park. I didn't hear no bell or
I
anything.
didn't hear no bell.
Well, that was
Yeah.
beautiful. I loved whenever I heard that story. I thought that was so funny. Because ever since then, because remember, he stood us up last episode.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Wait, what?
you stood us up last
I
episode.
don't recall that.
Yeah, and we were you know, Abram was gracious enough to like show up at the last minute, and we had a great episode with him. But you know, originally I had told people, I was like, oh, you know, it's my friend, he loves to hunt and to fish, and you know, and it's like, and you know, like he's literally like takes me outdoors, you know, and shit. We do a lot of fun stuff, and you stand me up. So then Sylvia texted me. She's like, hey, where's Ricardo at?
Some people might say that I'm Oscar's
Oh,
dad.
Well,
you know,
well,
like, I showed him fishing. Like I took him to the ranch to go hunt. Like somebody say that.
Ricardo's made this joke before, but he said I made like his white dad. Okay.
Can I say that? Can I say that?
That's what I was saying.
he takes you to Cracker Barrel?
So I showed him how to ride his bike without the training
Oh,
wheels.
shut the fuck up! No, you did
You
not.
teach him how to fly a kite?
His first beer.
No, his
his first beer. So I guess you
Was
could
it a
say
Bud Light?
I'm the Godfather guru because
you did
Ah,
get
the Godfather.
a big segment is drinking, right? So
Yeah.
Oscar's first beer was with me. I was like, mijo, like
and you gave me a
I'd rather
bush.
show you this, las maldades del mundo. I'd rather show it to you than somebody else.
But you
take
gave me
advantage of you.
bushes. It was fucking garbage, man.
Hey,
Was it in
tough
the brown
times.
bag?
It was tough times,
Yo,
and I
yo,
wasn't
like,
a doctor
like-
at the time. Now look at us. Now look at us.
Yeah, this is expensive beer. But no,
No,
but whenever we went hunting, and he's like, oh, we gotta go pick up some beer. And you know, like we like at that time, like our normal was like that was when we still drank Bud Light, you know, and Dos Equis. That was probably the max we would ever drink, or like the types of beers. And this dude shows up with bushes, and you know, he's like, my uncle likes that. But at the time,
No,
we were
it
just like
wasn't-
bullying him because
so it
it's
wasn't-
it's super cheap ass fucking
So,
beer.
Oh,
so,
yeah, my
so it
dad's
wasn't
bought it.
that my
Yeah.
so it wasn't that my uncle liked it. He had his compadre used to work at like the fabrica or the warehouse or whatever.
Yeah.
So they would give him cases of beer. Like they were allowed to get like 2 cases a month or something.
Because no one wants them.
Right. So
Right.
one thing about when we go to the ranch, my uncle in Freer, he has like 500, 600 acres of land. You take beer, but when you get there, you eat breakfast and you're drinking beer. It's like a all day thing, right? So we would run out of beer, and instead of driving drunk to the nearest town that is like 15
Yeah.
minutes away, we would start drinking Bush. So
So it's
He
kinda
grew
beer.
to like it.
You need to
Yeah,
be
look,
drunk
I
already for it.
have a
yo,
folder.
it's the worst hangover ever. Like
It's fucking garbage.
yo,
Yeah.
like if you ever been hungover, like
What folder do you think it is?
So you went from
How
bushes
cold you,
and,
Rick?
and brown
It's how
How
could
could you,
you?
Rick?
you know how sandpaper
I
tastes or
can't
feels.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need glasses.
You can just go
The
through it.
hangover is like sandpaper into your mouth. Like you wake up like
Oh, man.
completely dry. Like
So Ricardo, this folder is called "How Could You, Rick?" So,
Dang.
how could you
Look at Bambi.
shoot at such a beautiful creature?
He waits till they're grown.
I don't give a shit. It's still there. All right, look. Keep going through the folder. Keep going through the folder. We have a couple. Look at them.
That one's just right.
You know.
When he sees that, he doesn't see a cute fluffy deer. He sees venison.
Oh
He
yeah,
sees
you're
like
right.
lamb jerky.
Yeah.
He sees sausage.
Yeah. Just keep going. We got a
Do
couple.
we put,
You know why he stood
for
us up last week? He had hunter-gatherer duties. That's what he was doing.
Okay. For our vegan friends, skip this segment. 'Cause
Yeah.
we-
Look. How can you kill hogs? Look at them.
That's a hog?
That's a baby
Can't
hog.
those kill you?
Why
That big?
fully
When they're grown, they
later,
can
when
kill
they
you.
grow up, yeah.
Yeah,
And they're
honestly-
technically deers and hogs are considered pests, so you
Yeah.
kind of have to
Pet?
pest. Yeah, hey, Danny, can you show us your shirt?
Ah!
You know, talking about pets. You know,
Easily distracted by ducks.
Yo, whenever I see you come in with your funny shirts, all I can think about was our fashion segments.
Our fashion segment.
Because you know, Danny's a fashion icon.
The
you know,
fashion
like
guru.
leading the charge.
This is
But yeah.
sponsored by my sugar mama.
Yeah, but this folder was called "How Could You, Rick?" So keep going. Let's keep going.
So
you're
that
trying to
is-
make you trying to make me feel bad, but
That-
we can educate. So
I already did. I said that they're pests,
No,
dude.
my uncle and his ranch, we have hog traps, right?
Yeah.
The bigger pigs have rougher meat, so we go for the smaller ones. That fit.
You're not helping yourself, bro.
That fit in the grill.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to mess
rougher,
with that.
like-
I guess it's tougher.
Oh, it's okay,
Yeah,
because
it's
it's more muscular, huh?
I guess. I don't know the science behind it. I just hunt
Rick,
them. I just hunt
Rick,
them.
when you say we have to educate them, I thought you were going to explain
yeah.
how they destroy ecosystems.
This is
why I like baby pigs.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, yo,
I mean-
we love to hunt the cute
Yeah,
ones.
this one fits in a taco.
Dude, the most.
Ah, shit. Keep going. We got more. Look at them.
No, hey,
What are
this
those?
is, bro. This
Is
reminds
that a pig still?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
That's 5
This
tiny
reminds
tacos.
me.
That's 5 tiny
That's
tacos.
5 tacos. This reminds me of my guinea pig, bro. Because I know in Peru they
He
eat
will
them.
eat it.
Yeah, in Peru they eat them.
They eat
Are
'em?
guinea pigs like domesticated things, or are those out in the wild? Like they're
Both.
scurrying around.
In Peru they're wild.
I've always
Really?
wondered where the fuck hamsters come from.
They used to be at
Their
my uncle's
parents-
ranch, but those were perfect
They
for
were
the
the
mini
first to
tortillas.
go.
They were perfect for the mini tortillas. So it was like,
Oh,
Oh my
man.
god. You know,
can I say that?
I just saw a video about the dodo birds.
Oh, the dodo bird.
Yeah, the dodo birds. Like,
Are they extinct? They went
yeah,
extinct,
they
right?
they went extinct because there was no predators in their island, so they lost their fear, like their sense of fear.
Uh-huh.
And because they didn't need to fly, they lost their ability to fly. So whenever people started coming into their islands, they're like, "Look at this giant fat bird that will not run away from me." So people thought that the dodo birds are dumb. That's why they're always portrayed like really, really
stupid.
dumb, like
Uh-huh.
in Ice Age and like all the movies. But in reality, it's just because they weren't scared. You know?
Like, what's that island? Easter Island? That's how the animals are too, because there's no predators.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it Galapagos?
No, I
There's
think
one
that
called the
one might
Easter
be.
Island over by Chile. and
The
shit.
one the dodo birds are on was over there by Africa,
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's where I
by
remember.
Madagascar.
I put another picture on the drive. I forgot to upload it earlier, but it's related to your shirt.
Oh,
Okay, so-
should we show
Yeah,
the
this
world?
is gonna be Danny. There you go.
I see something cute.
It's a duck.
Yes! Absolutely! And
No, that wasn't high enough.
nah.
Ah,
It's not
come
there yet.
on.
You gotta finish the beer and then you can.
All
do
right,
it.
Sí, sí.
go back to my folder. We got
go
more
back to his
pictures.
folders.
And look, Rick, look, keep on going. Look how cute. Look, he's smiling at you.
Is that the one that
You
got-
remember what you did?
Oh, is that him?
Baby.
Yes.
Ah,
yes. Wherever
I didn't do anything. I
I-
didn't do anything.
You didn't stop it.
Okay, but
I didn't
hold
stop
on.
it.
Here's
You
another
didn't stop it
thing.
neither.
Explain.
No, here's another thing.
Explain.
All right, look, ladies and gentlemen. For a while, I've been telling you how I was traumatized whenever I went fishing. Like the first time I went fishing in the sea, and in general.
Is that when you went kayaking?
No, well, that was a different time. But we didn't kill any stingrays that time.
We killed a shark.
Thankfully, yeah, yeah. But
Bigger than
Catch
this.
these hands.
yeah. No, look. The stingray was so a homeboy. Literally, they caught stingrays and they're all like, "Yo, are you just gonna throw it back or can I keep it for ceviche? Because they make ceviche from the wings."
You told me about this.
Yeah. So the dude literally just cut off the wings and then just threw it back.
This dude.
No, not him.
Ah.
You were his best man at his wedding.
I
So
was his best man. at his wedding.
technically,
You could have
I haven't talked
told
to him
him.
since.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Since the wedding or since the wings thing?
No, since his wedding.
Oh,
Which
which one was sooner?
What do you mean? He got married? No.
No, he was best man at the time. So
No,
it
I'm
must have
saying
been
which
the,
one happened more recently, the wings or the wedding?
The wedding.
the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
Also, I have another
yeah.
thing. I forgave you because you were new, but he told me there was a little wild duckling and y'all didn't save him. What's up with
I
that?
don't know about that
First of
one.
all, he wasn't
I don't remember that one.
drowning.
I don't remember
He's
that
a
one.
duck.
You said he was lost.
I don't remember that one.
Well, first of all, it was a duck in the middle of
So
an,
whenever he went
island.
I know you were
When he went
supposed
fishing
to
with you.
save him.
I was there.
Yes, I told you I saw a duck, and you're all like, "Oh yeah, there's islands that way."
That one I don't remember. The stingray.
Maybe he was on vacation. He's like swimming away from the island, get away from town.
You know, there were sharks in the water. That duck is that duck is dead.
So I joke
Keep
about.
going this way. Picture.
Okay, let me know whenever y'all done with the slideshow.
No, look.
That one's smiling.
I know, look, keep
They
going.
taste even better when they're happy. They're not
Oh,
even
that's true.
stressed.
Okay, yeah. Well, that is the last one. Zoom in on this. So,
That one. Perdóname, güey,
It's
perdóname.
all
Don't
good.
show that one.
It's all good. Look, the other one. I like the other one. The other one, he looks happier. Zoom in. Look at him. Yo, I hope you see that in your
Okay.
nightmares.
So for
That's actually
everybody,
not a
He's so-
nightmare.
so every,
I know.
So for everybody that follows the Unqualified Gurus,
220
the-
people as we speak.
the way I got brought up with my family, with my uncle, with my dad, we like the sport, but everything that we keep, we eat, right? So
Do y'all do that thing like in Avatar where you grab the animal and you're like, we thank you for your death?
Oh, he cries all the time.
yeah.
It's like the show Alone.
did you pull a video?
What video?
The one I had sent you with the guy.
No, I wasn't able to because I was busy. But explain it to them.
So back what I was going to. So everything we kill, if we feel that we're not gonna eat it, we let it go, right?
Okay.
My uncle has a birthday party once a year. Oh, obviously. But so he.
No one was gonna call you out until you said it.
I realized
Yeah.
it. So every year when he has his birthday party, we go fishing. Doesn't matter what day it lands. If it lands on a Monday, we're going fishing on a Monday. And it doesn't matter how many people are there. It doesn't matter what you catch. We'll divide it up evenly. And we'll also ask, like, hey, like, what are you going to do with it? Because when we go in September, there's a lot of fish. Like, you'll catch a lot of fish. And we'll make either a big fish fry. The same thing with the pigs. Like, if we feel we have enough, like, if our freezer is full, we won't kill anything else.
Okay.
The only thing that we do kill for sport is the buck. The buck is the male deer, right? We do that one for sport, but it's not like we cut the head, we keep the antlers, and that's it. Like, no, everything we kill, we eat pretty much.
Well, I'm glad you can sleep at night after you murder a beautiful, cute, sweet, innocent, that never harmed anybody, animals. All right, Danny, what's up?
I was going to say,
yeah. Oh my, that's how I'm closing out.
I was going to say, since we're talking about animals and stuff like that, y'all want to see the most laziest elephant in the world?
Hit
Let's
it.
see it.
I forgot which one is it. This is the most exhausted, most laziest elephant on the planet.
You're so lame.
He's tired.
It's tired.
Yeah. All right, we can move on.
Are you satisfied?
God damn. I have another animal segment.
Oh, you do? Okay, what do you want to
yeah,
do?
but it has nothing to do with Rick.
Monkeys?
Yeah, monkeys. It's just I wanted to touch up on it last time, but
You wanna touch monkeys?
no.
Okay.
We ran out of time.
A ver.
So apparently in Japan there was like this gang of monkeys that were like literally overrunning people, and like for a while they thought it was because of COVID that people were hiding, they weren't feeding them, so they started trying to feed them, but no, these monkeys wanted more. So apparently like this monkey, they call it a monkey, like literally like trying to kidnap a baby.
So why did they want the babies for?
I don't know, but they were like hiding out in like an abandoned preschool, I think. And like they were like, there's like a leader, like they like look, if you put it like, I have a picture that's how the monkeys look. There these.
You haven't seen Tarzan?
Yeah,
That's why they stole the baby.
Or the Jungle Book?
yeah. Look, it says Japanese city on edge as mean monkeys take over the town.
Dude, he's like mean monkey. He's like,
Yeah,
look me
yo,
in the eye,
that-
like, I'm the
look,
captain.
yeah.
He's like, I'm the captain now.
Yeah, be like, yo, you can have the ship. Yeah, let's see what else. So look, that's basically what it is. It's selling, like, literally, look, it says that there's been 58 monkey attacks against residents. It's ridiculous, and it's all like in this little town.
But is it I was gonna say, these are random attacks. They're not all for stealing kids.
They're
right?
organized.
No,
They're organized.
I think some of them
Child
are
trafficking.
they're orchestrated. They're like,
They're
we're
working
gonna
with
hit 'em, yeah.
they're working with the Zetas or something.
No, but
And
apparently,
maybe they're related to El Changuito.
oh shit! Did you hear that story? There was a there was a shootout in of like a narcos hideout, and there was a monkey with a bulletproof vest, and he ended up getting shot.
Yeah, like the Hangover. He was the one that would carry the
Oh.
drugs or the cigar.
Yeah,
and
well,
then they stole him.
Well, this one had a bulletproof vest on, and he still got clapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but apparently on this one, like they had a leader, and he ended up getting killed by the
Look,
cops.
they arrested one.
Yeah,
There were so many movies over this.
yeah, I know,
Isn't it
Planet
like
of the Apes.
Rio?
Rio,
Rio, like the
the
monkeys.
one with the birds.
Yeah, the monkeys were stealing like the jewelry and stuff.
Oh, you're
and
right. You're right.
They're like all cute, and the other one's like jacking his
Bro,
phone and stuff.
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes, bro. That one's even
Yeah.
crazier.
I remember that video, the one that we always share. Is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they even have guns.
Yeah. I'm gonna repost that one.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That. The way you ended that one was really funny.
Thank you.
But yeah, but I just wanted to touch upon that.
Yamaguchi. Hey, that sounds like that toy they used to play with.
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
We call it Tamagotchis.
But they ended up killing the monkey leader, and
So you think that's it?
Did the game
I don't know,
disband?
man. If anything, yo,
You think a meaner one will rise to
mean-
power?
A meaner one's gonna take over. Like they were under control.
What
with
was
this
that
one.
thing with Kim Jong Un when they were like, "Oh, they think that he's dead," and they're like, "No, his cousin is even worse."
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully he's
Torture.
not.
Yeah,
But
but
Have
fuck
you ever
these
seen
monkeys.
the dolphin videos?
dolphin?
They're mean too. Like
Dolphins? Really?
yeah, yeah. Like there's people like surfing, and the dolphin will come right next to him and just
Smack
like
'em.
body check. No, like body check them and make them fall off their surfboard.
I remember.
Ah.
I remember. I think
Or they hit like the seals like, with their tail. They're just like
Wait,
flip 'em.
isn't that
Those are the
the
killer whales.
The killer
Oh,
whales.
that was the
That's
killer whales, right?
whales. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause they'll like
Those are-
bully
Oh,
other
sorry,
animals.
fact check. I'm giving out bias. Yeah.
slandering
Yeah, honestly,
the dolphin.
Sorry,
no,
dolphins.
Bete, he's not wrong because remember Renato said the killer whales were actually dolphins. They were not whales.
Oh.
Remember that? Renato came in.
Stop trying to justify him. He didn't
Hey!
know that.
The surfer
the
one is
dolphins.
really funny because they're like, oh, cute. Like the guy recording is like, oh, cute. He's swimming next to the surfer,
And then, bah.
and then he just goes like that and knocks him out.
Yeah. No, but the one thing the dolphins do you remember that they play with the puffer fish?
Oh, right.
So
I've seen that.
yeah, because they get high apparently whenever
I've
they're
seen that.
messing with the toxin. Like it doesn't hurt them. They just get really high. So they're just tossing it back and forth.
Can
So
you imagine if you
Have
were
you
the
ever tried
fish?
puffer fish?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's
High
super
school.
expensive.
I just-
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Mexico one time we went to the beach and there were tons of those like outside. Like they would like the waves will bring them out.
Yeah. So
Tons everywhere. Like
Dude,
Were they
that's
inflated?
a lot of money
Dozens.
right there. So
Really?
could have sold it to the dolphins.
like
true. So yeah, remember
boo him.
he requested it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
So,
for the beer though.
That's your second one.
This was
today.
just a really, really dumbass meme.
They're just
I
mad
pulled
because
up.
the qualified.
Double click it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They're holding a grudge.
Yeah.
Tony, you're a guru now. You should be against them. I put this just for Tony. You know, read it.
Orphans.
Yeah.
Every time they say that on Black Clover, I just like orphans. It's like back when we were poor orphans, and it's just
Yeah.
like it's something about it is just like you can't even.
Me and Tony were watching the anime hungover. You
Yeah,
know, like
they-
we were literally like we heard them call themselves poor orphans in the show Black Clover.
like 10 times in one episode.
yeah,
And
so
we're
we
just-
started saying porphins.
Poor fins.
Oh,
Yeah.
honey, look at these poor orphans. We'll take the rat.
Yeah, so you remember earlier we were talking about the Ratatouille and Stuart
Ratatouille.
Little fight.
Who do you think would win? If Stuart Little and
I haven't seen
Ratatouille.
neither of those movies.
No. ¿Qué trajiste? You brought a caveman to the podcast?
Yo, it gets
I'm
even
trying
worse.
to give you to your segment.
Yo, like, damn.
I was setting you up.
He
I
teed
threw
me
the alley-oop.
up,
Yeah, I
yeah.
threw the alley-oop.
He threw you like the
Yeah.
dolphin throws the
The puffer fish. So Ricardo, I for the longest he's all like he's every time I go over he's like, hey bro, you gotta watch this YouTube video. Then like he shows us like it's a podcast. It's some Mexican podcast.
The Unqualified
But
Gurus
the
podcast?
problem was whenever I try to get him to subscribe to the Unqualified Gurus, because that's what I'm supposed to do.
You're not subscribed to the
don't have it.
podcast?
This
Finish
dumbass
the
doesn't
story.
have a YouTube channel. I mean, a YouTube account. Like he refuses to make one. And then
I'm not gonna give the government my username.
Oh,
Government.
And yet you're here now.
God damn it.
He's like, no, Sergio wouldn't let me.
Yo, like I was saying, he guessed it.
Sorry, Jack. Sorry, Jack.
Yeah. Just tell him not to watch this episode.
No,
It's from my
subscribe.
mom's side, so he's not Maldonado.
Subscribe.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, no, but is like, what did you say earlier that you didn't have either? Like, you refused.
Fans only.
An infancy? What?
Stop calling it that.
What's it called?
It's called OnlyFans.
And what did I say?
Fans only.
¿Y cómo era?
Man, shut up. But yeah, you need to make an account so you can subscribe to us.
And
Sí,
OnlyFans.
güey.
No, what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck, man?
Wait, we have
That's
an
what we're
Only-
talking about.
They got an app for music. Just came out.
An
Coolest thing
OnlyFans?
ever.
What?
Pandora.
Oh,
That is true. He refuses to pay for his streaming services. You're a doctor and you can't afford Spotify?
A construction doctor. we're poor orphans.
So-
over here.
Orphans.
So I see you have a Space City jersey.
I do.
Are you like an Astros fan or something?
I am a big local Houston fan. Yeah,
So you like everything
Sports,
Houston.
yeah.
So you're like a diehard fan for Houston stuff then.
I am.
Yeah, he really
but
is.
no, baseball. I grew up with baseball. I had an uncle that played
That's his name.
Jose Maldonado. He played professional. Oh, and the catcher, his name is Maldonado, so we have the same last name.
Oh,
You're a catcher, too.
you catch fish.
I can't say. I can't say.
And you cut this foot.
Cut.
Yeah. You caught these hands, these feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick actually played baseball in high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
He never invited us. Yeah, he said congratulations. What the fuck? Yeah. Why didn't you ever invite us?
Yeah. Did you know me in high school?
It was embarrassing. I was giving Gatorade out.
Hey,
I was.
and
I
now
was
you
all
give
pro.
this
I
one.
was all state, like all district.
Aquatic
Gatorade.
engineer?
Yeah, I was aquatic engineer. While guys were giving water, I was giving Gatorade. It was a game changer.
Now you give this thing that looks like Gatorade.
Power-
Yeah, I promote them.
Yeah.
They sponsor me.
Yeah.
They sponsor the qualified gurus.
I remember one time Rick was talking about how whenever he used to play baseball, he was like, "Yeah, man, I fucking suck." I'm like, "Dude, you're supposed to like hype yourself up and be all
So
like,
what did you play? What role?
man, you just come off my fucking joke."
You said,
Jeez, Danny, you fucking ruined it.
Why? You said that-
Because I'm over here explaining to you how he used to tell us that he sucked, and then I'm all like, "Dude, you have to hype yourself up." And he's like, "No, because what if you show up one day and I fucking suck?" You know, because he doesn't have any freaking confidence in himself.
I hear a lot of tension and
just go again.
wait,
Just-
what's
just-
your joke?
I hear a lot of I hear a lot of tension and
Danny?
Danny,
want my
you would
beer?
be perfect for the qualified gurus.
He's still trying to get rid of it. Chug it.
I don't want to chug it. It's gonna make me
He's a
sick.
college student now. College students don't drink.
Yeah, I'm sober now. See what you did to me?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe your college
Yeah.
friends.
Hey, we did math after class. Math. I ruined the joke.
Yeah.
NASA.
Okay, Breaking Bad.
I meant to say math.
You know what? He did
Math.
say earlier in the show that the laboratory they would lock it. Remember, he would be at.
Oh,
I don't know.
Dude, they had some weird stuff in one of the fridges. That thing became its own ecosystem, like a little.
like a little terrarium.
Are you saying they
what?
didn't clean after themselves?
Terrarium.
¿Qué es eso?
And what did they have like
¿Con
the
qué se
jar
come
with the
eso?
plants, and it's
Yeah.
like an enclosed ecosystem, and it'll grow the
Yeah,
vegetation and everything.
yeah. But nobody knew who owned it.
So it was just there.
It was just like we opened the fridge and like, I'm putting my foot.
It's because
there.
you locked it. They weren't able to come into it.
I mean, whoever was to put it there, probably a freaking biologist is like, man, my research is there. I can't graduate. This fucking
Oscar, you had a joke.
No. Look, I didn't interrupt Danny's story because I know
Thank you,
not to
Casino.
interrupt them.
Mira, so what did you play in baseball? Were you like?
I was an
So you like
aquatic-
you
I
like
was
los-
an
you like los
aquatic
rayados,
engineer.
right?
no, but you didn't play an actual role.
Yeah,
What did you play?
So I'm left-handed. I played first
Oh,
and
you're
outfield.
weird.
An outfield, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
No, the
Hold-
weird- the weird thing-
hold on. How do you translate left-handed to being outfield?
Yeah, you did kind of be all like, duh, I'm an outfielder,
no,
bro.
There's one side on the right field side. The throw is different over here. It's first. You're throwing from this way.
So instead of catching it like that, you go like that.
No, and the throw, yeah.
Ah, just messing with you. I just
You
messing with
didn't
you.
see his demonstration? Do it again.
No.
That's funny.
You have to be on. You have to be there, Oscar.
I was there. That's a good one. He's like, geography joke.
Yeah, you have to be there. Okay. No, I'm just messing with you, Ricardo.
I thought you were a pitcher too.
Oh, I did pitch. Yeah.
Because you have two roles, right? One in when you're like in the defense side, so when you bat, how many cuántos home runs?
I didn't do a lot of home runs. I was
Oh, but
more
you
of
did
a
home
contact.
At least one.
Yeah, at least one.
When
Yeah, at
ya
least
con
one.
eso, güey.
I was more of a.
That's
I mean,
enough to brag
I
about.
mean, honestly,
Nah, I was
if
more
I
of a
did a home run,
contact.
I'd be like, at least I made a home run.
But Danny, that was like in elementary.
Doesn't matter. I was even smaller,
Up
harder.
until now, I still play.
Yeah.
Yeah, up until now, I still play. Play in a Sunday league.
I played a little bit because in Mexico, my friend's dad, he liked to play baseball, and so they had like a bat, but we just played on the street. We didn't break anything, so.
They stopped playing with them because he kept kicking them. He kept roundhouse kicking everybody.
I didn't know how to kick back then. No, but yeah, if you ever play and you just need losers to play with you, invite us.
Yeah. I actually wanted Ricardo to come into the podcast like a long time ago. Whenever the whole soccer thing happened in Mexico.
Oh, I remember you
Yeah.
told me about that.
What thing happened?
Yeah, because the big old fight that broke out.
The big old
Yeah.
fight with the
Yeah, 'cause-
Atlas versus Querétaro, I think.
Yeah, some B team, yeah. And then
They won, bro. Atlas won the world.
no, yeah, but
the
Atlas,
World Cup,
Atlas is a
the
great
Mexico
team.
Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
what was I gonna
won.
say? No, but yeah. So because you follow the Dynamo, right?
Yeah.
Have you-
We've gone to Dallas, and it gets pretty rowdy. So I remember me, my friend Gustavo, and my other friend Alfredo. Alfredo used to play the drums. He used to be with like the soccer hooligans con la porra.
When I went to go see the Dynamo, they had the in the,
So
in
we
the
used
side.
to, we used to
It's
be
pretty
in
cool.
there. I played one season. I was like,
you took me to a Dynamo game before.
I don't know. I did a lot of things with you that I don't remember.
Damn.
Don't say it like that.
No, because either we're drunk or the night of the moment. Can I say that?
the heat of the moment.
What did I say?
The night of the moment.
¿Y cómo era?
The heat of the moment.
I know where you're going.
I gotta correct you, bro. You know.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, I remember when we finally took like our spouses. My
Wait, I
girl,
thought you were
she's
barely getting married.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, they
the other
live
guy
together.
was
They've been
married,
together
yeah.
like 20 years.
Oh, I'm just curious.
We're still getting to know each other.
I've heard that's how it works.
Yeah.
But no, I remember we would tell our spouses like, hey, when you go to the restroom, if you gotta go to the restroom, like y'all go as a group. Like, Rick, y'all are you full of shit. Go back to sometimes I say truth, sometimes I say lie, and it happened that night there was like a big rumble. It was like Dynamo versus Dallas. And
What's the Dallas team called?
FC Dallas
That's it.
Pretty lame.
What does it stand for?
Football Club.
That's fucking whack.
It is like what? That's South Oklahoma. We don't consider Dallas.
I remember you were telling me that last
South
time. Yeah.
Oklahoma.
But it was a pretty big fight. We got banned for I think 2 years. We couldn't go as a supporting group to the Dallas game.
Oh shit.
And we had to wait till the stadium got cleared out, and the police escorted us to the party bus.
Oh, that's right.
That's how bad it was. Yeah,
So they were trying to get y'all guys.
Yeah, because
it
they
was
were
a little
out
bit
of
of
town.
both. It was a little bit of both.
Oh, I know,
it
but
was a
I'm
little
trying
bit
to
of
find
both.
who to blame.
It was a little bit
Definitely
of both.
their fault.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of both.
I mean, you did kill little puerquitos.
Yeah.
That deserved. I hope we're all on the same
He's like,
page.
to feed
right?
my family. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway. Well, I heard Dallas is like flooding or something. This today.
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That
Fort
rain might
Worth
come
in
this
Dallas.
way,
Yeah, they're like having really
Well,
bad flood.
they had said we were supposed to storm all weekend because we were supposed to go to the Blue Lagoon.
It's supposed
Right.
to rain all week.
Yeah, no, yeah, but it was supposed to start desde la semana pasada.
Yeah, it
Since
hasn't.
last
I
week,
think
sorry.
Dallas got the worst, and because I don't think it's been that bad here.
No,
Like we've
no,
get
no,
like
no.
a little, like at least Houston's
it's
huge.
portion.
On Friday it was bad.
Yeah, but I mean Houston's huge. Well, I mean
Yeah.
that's when I lost power. But Houston's huge, so
It is.
they could be like it's raining in Houston, and you're like, no, it's not. It's like, well, yeah,
There's skies over here,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's also that. But
Yeah, but it fucking ruined our plans. We were supposed to go to the Blue Lagoon. I was
Yeah.
excited for that.
I've never gone, so I was kind of excited.
yeah, I've never gone to either, so I was kind of
Wanted to see Adrian
Yeah,
and his
Tony's
birthday
like,
suit.
I haven't been there
Ah.
either, but I was excited.
Yeah, I wasn't invited.
Yes, you were.
Yes, you were.
So
You're,
Blue Lagoon.
you're
Yes,
a
you
guru
were.
When?
on
It
Saturday.
was on Saturday.
That was for the party that you invited me.
No,
Yeah, it turned into the party
turned into
because
the party.
I didn't go to
I had
the
told you
Blue
about it a long time ago.
See.
I don't remember.
It's because when you plan stuff like this, you plan like weeks in advance, and then you have to wait until the weather report comes in, and it just fucked up everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
you recently went to the river, right?
Yeah, we went to the
So
the river
I took Oscar to his.
first.
Yeah.
No,
So,
you,
like I
no,
said,
you did
first
not.
river.
No, you did
He
not.
calls-
no,
he
you
calls
did
me
not.
dad.
No, you did not. I've been to New Bronzeville before.
New waffles.
I don't
fake
know.
news.
New
Fake
waffles.
news.
He showed you your
Fake
first
news.
everything else. I don't know.
I did notice that.
I took you. I'm your first everything else too, huh?
No,
So
we
you-
were talking about
Yeah,
y'all.
no,
So
no,
you call me
no,
grandpa.
no,
So you call me grandpa.
Yeah,
Abuelo. Abuelo.
I like that. Yeah, what now?
Hey, abuelito.
Call
Be
him Pops.
respectful. Pops.
Yeah. But what the fuck?
What? Where
Yeah.
were we? Where did we come from? Mexico. Oh yeah.
Click next.
Click
You know-
next.
You know, I told you I really really love whenever there's
Orphans?
poor orphans.
Ah, poor friends.
Like whenever like the fake Instagram messages.
Oh, you got, man, dude. Okay, here's
this
what I
was for
don't,
Ricardo.
wait. Here's what I don't get though. Hold on, pause for a
That's
second.
funny.
Well, read that. No,
You want to read it for us? But you gotta sing.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta sing Baby Bash's part.
With baby.
Oh, read it for the people.
Dude, you gonna put me on the spot? I don't know how to read.
See. Oh.
You've
You're
been
a
in this
doctor.
country how many years?
What age did you cross?
Yeah, construction doctor that can't read.
We read Prince.
Not
words.
You sounded like
Yeah,
a fucking
not
cow.
words. Not words.
I was gonna say cowman, freaking
Like
caveman.
So my sister sent me a picture, and it's like these managers, construction managers. They're there, and they're like breaking their head. They're like, "What do we do here?" And they're pointing, and the camera goes around, and they have like white paper, and it's like a house that like a kindergartner probably did, like where it's like two windows, a door, and the roof is a triangle.
I think I've seen those.
So
That's what I do.
So if Oscar would have become an architecture, you would be building his designs or what?
Correct.
I wanted to be an architect, but there wasn't a lot of drawing involved. Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bueno,
I
rap.
took the cat classes and shit. But yeah, read
Rap
it for
for
us.
Hey, it's SPM. I'm messaging you from my secret account in prison. Can you send me $800 so I can bill out and record some more music? I'm with Baby Bash. He came to visit. Hey, it's Baby Bash. Wiggy, 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 wiggy.
Yo, these memes crack me up every time they pop
Wait,
up.
but this wasn't for you though.
No, this
Ah.
other wasn't for me. I've gotten a lot of really, really funny ones.
Really?
Yeah. So every time I get something, I'm like, I gotta share it. With
I don't
the
get
When
group.
they
it.
say dumb things, it makes me laugh. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? It might be SPM.
Yo, I'm sending that right now.
That was clever. Here's 800.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I actually replied to them and they stopped messaging me. The fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I just trolled them back.
Danny would be like, "What's your cash app?"
I would just pretend I don't know what Cash App is, and then they try to guide me. And then one time I got like two of them to like on the same chat,
Yeah.
and I got one to tell the other like, "Do you have Cash App?" And I was like, "Perfect. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted."
It was like a lot of hard work.
Yeah,
Paid off.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but that was it. Next one.
I invited them to the podcast, but they didn't want to.
Yeah. Look, so remember how I tell you a bunch of weird shit always pops up like at night on TikTok?
Okay.
I was scrolling through and then there was like
Was
this
this a live?
demon like freaking writing names.
Voice plague.
I don't know what TikTok
Yeah.
is.
Oh, that's what it was. I asked someone, I was like, "Do you have a TikTok?" He's like, "No." Like you don't have to post anything. I
Okay,
just
but do you
need
know
to
what
be
a
able to-
TikTok is?
A TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok.
Who says WhatsApp?
The Insta?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just like I was just scrolling through and like I always run into weird shit at night. So y'all be careful. There's demons on TikTok.
I mean, you did wake up people at night.
What?
Oh, yeah,
Remember when you paid
donated-
money to
you
wake
paid-
people?
Oh yeah. There's these accounts that if you donate, like it sets off alarms and shit. It's crazy. Yeah.
I told him that he has insomnia. He should capitalize it.
So the funny thing about TikTok is
I thought you didn't know what it was.
people send me messages about like videos they seen on TikTok, and they're like, "Hey, maybe Rick can relate to this," and my reply is always like, "I can't see it because I don't have a TikTok." They stop sending me like they get so mad.
Oh,
But
I
you
should
think,
do
you think
that.
you're better than us?
You think you're better than us? You
You
should
think you're
follow
better
the
than us?
Unqualified Gurus podcast on
Think
TikTok.
or I can't follow it.
No, you should make an account. Follow us.
I
He
should.
refuses. He won't even make a freaking YouTube account.
Wait, so you don't have a phone or what?
I live under a rock.
He's a hunter gatherer. He said
Oh,
that. Yeah.
you're right.
He
He
doesn't
only eats
need
baby
technology.
pigs. That's right.
You don't need a TikTok or a fans only to kill baby pigs.
Jesus Christ. You just need a gun. Yeah.
So did y'all see the Fortnite Dragon Ball Z? Like when I run out of Kai, but I still got the Glock on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this video. It was a TikTok actually about these all like the new generation Fortnite kids. They don't know the moves on Dragon Ball, and so they're saying the Kamehameha.
Oh.
They're saying
Oh, don't fucking say that.
there's like I'm trying to do the Kamehameha to finish them off or something like
that's
that.
cringy.
that sounds so
I
bad.
hate it so much.
So what?
But that's your generation. So what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
what-
That's your generation.
generation.
She's like, no, I'm a college student. No, I was gonna say one of the things that I like more about Dragon Ball in Spanish is that they kept like the original names. You know, like the Spirit Bomb, they call it Spirit Bomb. In Spanish, they call it Genkidama, which is like the original word, kind of like
In Japanese?
I think it's the original word, but pronounced from a Spanish accent. You know, I think so. So I always thought that was cooler.
Okay.
Anyway, I just had to
Well,
throw that
either
out
way,
there.
the Spanish Dragon Ball Z intro is so much better than the English.
So I'm confused. Is that your generation or it's not?
It is.
It is,
Which
It
one?
is.
but he
Which
doesn't even
generation?
associate.
Which generation?
The
Gen Z?
I don't know what a Kamehameha is.
How
Yeah.
did they pronounce it?
That's your generation.
That's my generation.
You know what? It's my fault. It's my fault.
Kamehameha.
Came here.
It's my fault. I'm like that picture. Like, sit down, son. Since I'm the grandfather, Said, I'm gonna tell you a beautiful story.
You're just a fucking boomer,
I'm
man.
like right at the
like,
cutoff though.
like Ricardo refuses to listen to like new music. Like he's already like
What
at
type
that
of music?
point.
He uses Pandora
He
still.
only listens to he only listens to Tropical Panama on repeat,
Oh, okay. It's not bad.
and he drinks warm beer
And Bush.
and Bush.
and kills Bambi on his spare time.
But am I
But
ever
he hates
hungry?
it. But he hates it.
Ah,
But he
I'm
eats
never
it.
hungry.
No,
So
but I'm thirsty. Let's get the second beer.
Wait, why are we gonna rate this one? Are we not doing
Oh.
that today?
Oh, I mean,
Or these are common? Nah, let's not do it. More editing for me.
Just drinking for
Yeah,
Danny.
no mas.
no,
Today
no.
it's a drinking game.
Here, you want mine?
don't tell them.
Yeah, look at the other one.
It's
No,
power.
no
it's
one wants
electrolytes.
your freaking warm
I thought
beer,
you liked.
Tony.
Wait, but you like sours.
I do,
You're supposed to ask for mine.
but I don't like alcohol.
Oh, shut up.
Ah, Tony.
Yeah, I will not have lies on this podcast.
Lies? No, porque se pegan. Nobody
No,
got,
don't give him.
No,
It's a
save
waste
it,
of
save it.
beer.
It's okay.
Nobody got my joke.
It's an IPA. I probably wouldn't have liked it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is that a... Oh.
Not that I'm not grateful. I'm just
Thank
being
you.
honest.
Hijo de su madre.
Okay.
What I do for you.
Huh?
For you. I don't even do this for me. Oh, this is nice.
So this one just says it's called IPA by
It just depends.
there's nothing really complicated to it.
It looks like a website.
What do you mean?
Like a lot of the websites that use like the modern themes, the colors, it looks like that.
I like the minimal design on it.
I
it's
think
like-
it looks cool.
they don't have the alcohol content on there. I was looking for it on the other one. It doesn't show the percentage.
I think the
I like how it says brewed in 6 ward.
Well, I think the other ones is like fruit based and stuff. It probably like harder to like point it down.
There's no way
I
to
think
know.
it's so simple. Like the design is so simple. Like the one where it's dripping paint.
Yeah, I like that one.
So simple.
So this is not paper, right? Because otherwise it would have got messed up by now. What is this?
It's like a sticker. Yeah, but it's probably.
Why are you laughing, Tony?
it
This is a real question. What's wrong with
Did you
you?
open it?
PhD.
A lot of them.
I'm computers, not stickers. Hey.
All right, let's go ahead and drink this.
Salud.
It's not a double IPA. It's a triple. This is a triple IPA? Or you were lying about
Oh,
that?
he said he didn't bring that one.
No, I didn't bring the triple MP.
I'm not gonna lie, IPAs have grown on me a lot.
And what do you think about this one?
I think it's good. It doesn't have the nasty aftertaste.
It doesn't have an after.
It
Or
doesn't.
nasty after.
It's fucking good.
aftertaste.
You're right. It's not. I think the other IPA we had was better, but it's not bad.
Which one was the other one?
No me acuerdo.
It's pretty smooth.
The one Tony brought?
Tony brought an IPA. Oh, yeah, the one the wrestling something.
Yeah.
That one was good, I think. But obviously, the double IPA we had was better. But that was a double IPA.
So this
So
one,
why was we had this question a while ago? Maybe you know this. Why the double IPA tasted less of an IPA than the regular IPA?
I've heard that before.
Yeah,
Art
it's like
said
less
the same
skunky
thing.
and
Yeah,
shit,
Art
yeah.
said the same
¿Qué
thing.
pedo con eso? Okay.
What?
I don't
He's
know.
Construction manager.
I don't know. Maybe he knows because he brought
craft
beer.
brewer.
I don't know, but it makes me think if this one was smooth, the double IPA is smoother. I wonder how the triple is.
Yeah, I was
That's-
excited
that's
whenever
like-
you
yeah.
told me there's a triple, but now I got all excited for
I
nothing.
guess I'll have to come back to another show.
Yeah.
How many
Hey,
likes?
hey,
How many likes for him to come back?
2, just because I want to try it. 2 likes, and he brings us the
One, two.
triple.
There you
Yeah.
go. We're good now.
Yo, half of the people that follow y'all are PETA. So as soon as we went to like the picture segment, like
They left.
yeah, they left like and they clicked
No,
on,
they need
on
to
like button.
stay and
Sorry.
talk shit to what's your name
Yeah,
again?
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
To Rick.
Yeah. Wait, so off camera, Ricardo's all like, man, I'm going to end up being like Eric, and I'm just going to show up every Monday. It sounds to me like he's really enjoying this.
You like it? Okay, so have you? You can be honest. Have you been watching the podcast?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually has told me every now and then. He
Okay.
sends me messages.
So how is it? You as a viewer, because we've been going on for 47 episodes. I like to ask people like what you like, what you don't.
Yeah, it's different. Y'all's podcast is different compared to other ones. I think
You
'Cause
follow
y'all-
various podcasts. Or what?
because y'all are so different, right? You have the doctor. I haven't met with you
Yeah, no.
before, so it's a little different. But with Oscar, like Oscar's my brother, right? So I know he's an
Your son.
artist. He's different, right? Like
Fuck you.
I had to tell him he was okay for being different. I think that
Open the door.
I think that's what makes it different, right? The personalities, right? One of the things that I really did like was y'all's October edition.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Really?
Yeah.
When we dressed up.
when y'all dressed up and y'all would talk about different movies and stuff. Like it was different. Like I don't know. I guess it also caught my attention. I guess it can be biased because when me and Oscar drink, we talk about like politics and shit, and we talk politics, but there's another side of Oscar that I didn't know that I start seeing these episodes,
Yeah, the
right? And
ugly
it's
side.
like, yeah, like,
The what?
no, this is
The
actually
ugly
the clean
side.
side. This is the clean side. I'm like, so he's not such a bad person after all. So he does agree with
He did
people.
give me a MAGA hat on camera. No, it's not.
Yeah,
It was a joke. It's not for support.
Yeah. Whatever, I already voted. That's a grand. It's not even.
I think it's really different, and I hope y'all have. What episode are we on?
47.
47. I hope you have
Why are
5
you
times
laughing?
47 times 50. I have so my fiance has a little brother that's like I think he just went to first grade or he's in kindergarten.
Like 5 or 6?
Yeah, and
He listens to us?
he doesn't know numbers. So when I argue with him, it's like, well, I have 100 friends, and I tell him, well, I got 200, and he's like, well, I got 50,000. He starts saying like all these. But back to what I was saying, like I hope y'all have a lot of success. I hope y'all have a lot more videos. Like if people are following y'all, they're liking the button. Like, it's for a reason. And
Honestly,
I wish y'all the best. Man.
I've been here saying this since episode 1. It's all because of our guests.
No, but it's different. It's different, right?
Yeah.
So
No, and like I remember we had a super like heartfelt conversation one time, and I think Danny was drunk. I think it was probably your first time.
I've
drunk
never
here.
been drunk, bro.
And I was telling Danny,
I don't even know what that is.
I was like, because I was telling him that like normally people say like the first 30 is when people would like tap out, you know, because they run out of friends, they run out of ideas, and Danny went on the rant. So he was like, he's like, dude. Like the great thing about our show is that like since we're called the Unqualified Gurus is like everybody has something they're good at. He's all like, and that's literally all we talk about. We talk
Even
to
if it's
like
killing
people who have-
baby pigs.
Expert.
Mutilating
Hey,
stingrays.
y'all need somebody out that's an animal? Like,
Hey,
hit
I
me
just
up.
messed with you.
Hey,
Look,
hit me up.
he is the most ethical murderer of pigs that I've known. Okay, just
At least he eats them.
yeah, he eats
Yeah, I
them.
eat 'em.
Sorry, I interrupted. You
No,
were going
no,
such a great
that
thing.
was good. That was good.
But
That was good.
Well, you go ahead and finish.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. It's just like, as long as we have people who still want to come on, like
Abram. Like, honestly, Abram, I was talking to him. He liked one of our reels, and I think I said, "What's up?" And then we say hi. We just kept talking back and forth. And at some point, he's like, I saw he does like, I'm doing some stand-up comedy. I was like, "You do stand-up comedy?" He's like, "Yeah." We came up and I was like, "You would like to come to the podcast?" He's like, "Fuck yeah!" And then he came and
And that's
There he
also
is.
cool. Y'all don't discriminate. Y'all go with, and a lot
Only
of the
Tony.
people,
Yeah.
a lot of the people that have came on,
Yeah, lucky I still want to
Like-
be here. Nah.
a lot of the people that have came on, I know them personally. Maybe I was with them in high school or whatever the reason is. And it's also, I also follow it because it's cool to know that people are thriving in this world. Like you have so many challenges. Like Pisto, like, hey, shout out to Pisto, dude. Like,
oh, Pisto.
you're doing your stuff. Sylvia, hey, Adrian, all the guests that you've had, like, shout out to them. And I'm here. I'm on this episode or whatever, but it takes a lot to just be in front of, like,
Are you excited to see yourself?
Anxiety is like, I probably won't watch it because I know what I
Everyone
said.
says that.
I know what I
watch,
said.
bro.
This is gonna be the one episode where I don't watch.
Oh,
But
man.
I mean, anxiety is real, and it takes a lot to be in front. And I applaud y'all because y'all do this on a weekly
I
basis.
feel the same way.
And y'all's guests the same thing. Like, hey, it takes us.
No, like straight up, and like you can see, like it always takes them like a couple of like minutes to like warm up to the idea, but like you said,
Or a couple beers, like,
yeah,
man.
a couple beers, yeah.
That helps.
It's just like how you said that you see everybody thriving, and like luckily for us that we all grew up together, that we like I've been blessed enough to have friends that have been on for decades, like a decade now. And I always think it's amazing. It's like, it just sucks that, unfortunately I'm an artist, like I didn't go down the same road everybody else did, but I really love this, and I hope this pans out.
It's different, like,
Yeah.
it's badass that you followed this, because I've always told you, like, hey, Oscar's the most talented friend that I have, right? And I've always told him, like, dude, but you got so much fucking things going. You draw, you have music, you have fucking cumbias, you rap, like you have a podcast, and for this podcast, like, I thank you that y'all put up with them for whatever episode y'all are on.
Only it's because of the beer.
Yeah. and y'all watch the videos, and honestly, like, there's work that gets done in the background that people don't see, like, half of this episode is gonna get whatever gets shown, half of it was deleted because of things that I may have said that may have offended PETA, may have offended these other
you
things.
put your cousin in danger because you
Yeah,
have
I'm sorry. Like, this is 21 Jump Street. Like, he was in high school right now. Yesterday was his first day of class. Like, my bad, bro. My bad.
Poor Sergio.
But
Stop
nah,
calling him by his name. But
That's actually his name?
his name. You guessed it correct.
Oh, God, I just said something that sounds like Sergeant.
I know. That's why I was like, it's so close.
Oh, Santiago. That's the other one.
nah,
Fuck.
but it's cool. He works for LAPD, so
Yeah.
Oh, they can grab him then.
Change.
Yeah, we only support Houston here.
only local.
Yeah, only local. Oh, man. Well,
Nah.
thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, no, that was great.
And thank y'all for inviting me out.
Of
here.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you for the beer, too.
Yeah, and so
This was made by Target.
Danny, now the question is, should we recap Dragon Ball Z? Because Danny just offered, he's like, what do we do, like an extra video for them?
We can talk a little bit about it, and then we talk about the stuff we've watched this week, like a little.
I guess we can't spoil it too much.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it, not on the
Yeah.
podcast, but we're gonna. You made a Nope review.
Yeah.
I think we wanna
Iron Man
make-
dies. Sorry.
Huh?
At the end
Iron
of
Man
the
dies on the last Dragon Ball Z movie. Sorry.
Yeah, so sad.
Pero sí, so we're gonna do one.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a Dragon Ball Super review. So
Superhero.
sí,
Such a dumb name. Okay.
I-
Let's start there.
No, okay. I agree with you. The number of the word super being used Even for like Dragon,
Super
Goku
Saiyan
Trunks.
God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
just,
I'm with you. I agree with you that
Yeah.
it is better than Naruto, but I agree with you
No.
on that naming. It's gotten a little bit.
No.
Did they even give a name to Gohan's new thing?
They did.
No, they did
They
not.
didn't,
They
right?
did. I think it's Rage.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it's Rage.
Rage.
So I saw a lot of things. I could be wrong, but they did give it a name.
But
And they gave a name for Piccolos as well.
Oh, hey.
well, Piccolo did. He was like Orange
No.
Piccolo.
Yeah, they gave a name.
Oh, yeah.
They did give a name for both of them. So I told you when it first came out, like, hey, me and you gotta watch it. Don't watch the trailers. I watched the trailers.
I
And
didn't watch.
watched-
I went in
I had
blind.
like I watched like I follow like a fan base, and they would talk about
Yeah.
a lot of stuff, and I was like, oh,
So you caught up with the show, like Dragon Ball Super, the series. Okay, good. He isn't.
Are you? You say you barely started watching.
not
it,
with the
didn't
comics
Dragon
though.
Ball?
No, not the
I'm
comics.
not even on
just
Z
the
yet.
just the anime.
you? It's
¿No lo has visto? You haven't seen the Dragon Ball Super?
Do a quick Google search.
¿Qué te pasa, güey? You watch.
I'm on Dragon Ball.
I need you to Google why is Trunks' hair blue?
When Goku's little.
I already told you, bro. I think that's just the
No,
graphics
I
thing.
think it had to do with the future changing.
One thing that I did like
Yeah.
about the movie
Maybe.
was even if you didn't watch Dragon Ball, they did references and they would show like the cut sheets of or. You're trying to see why his hair changed?
You can just read it for everyone so there's no
So
silence.
for the anime adaptation, Bulma's hair was made blue while Trunks was kept purple. By the time the Battle of the Gods, Akira Toriyama had begun coloring both Trunks and Bulma with blue hair, not purple. While Toei kept Kid Trunks' hair purple, future Trunks' hair was made blue to match his modern character design. Yeah, so it had nothing to do with
the
it.
future.
Yeah, that's why
That would have made a lot more sense.
honestly
It would
no.
have because he altered.
It would because he changed the future, and not only that, whenever he came back and now she knows,
Okay,
He
I mean,
changed things, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you could say that, but
it makes
The
more
butterfly
sense
effect.
than him just literally
Uh,
just showing up with
look,
blue hair.
It sounds cool what you guys are saying, like
But it's just a
butterfly
theory.
effect.
It's a
but,
theory.
But,
It's
you
just
know,
a theory.
Yeah.
You know, they run out of purple ink. You have to go with blue. You know?
I like it better.
Like
in
Have you
graphics
guys
purple.
seen
are
the new
different.
prices?
I'm not even gonna lie. I like it better in purple.
Well, I mean, it's because me too. Because I mean, that's what I grew
So
up
so
seeing.
the fan pages that I follow show like the new episodes and the new movie compared to how it was, and like the colors they use are like completely different. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more lighter, more stands out. It almost looks like a
No, I'm-
game right now. Like the movie, I watched the movie and
Yeah, you watched it.
it looked like
It was like a video game.
it was like a video game. Yeah, it was like I was playing Budokai or something.
I'm not a big fan of that animation style because I've seen it happen before. Sometimes they just throw it in randomly with regular drawings.
I think it looked badass, like graphics wise. They put a lot of they put a lot of into the detail, like how the energy looked and everything. But it kind of, I don't know, for a Dragon Ball movie, it felt kind of
Yeah.
weird.
It was kind of corny.
Yeah, like
It was good. It was good. Don't get me wrong. But some of the jokes and
Well, yeah,
Not only
I
that,
guess
there was
it
a lot
also
of there was a
who
lot of
they're
empty
targeting.
there was a lot of empty space too because I can't imagine like it's expensive to put a lot of work into stuff. So whenever they walk into like the boss's headquarters,
That one
it's
was
literally
pretty-
just a desk.
yeah.
and, like,
but I
everything
think that
was
was
huge.
I think that was meant to be that way because he's a villain and he has no sense of art like you. You're a hero, Oscar. No, he's not. I just played.
There's evil artists out there.
No, you're right about
You
that.
know, so,
I'm
you
sitting
know.
right next to one. Pero,
No, I'm just saying it's like I'm not a big fan of that art style.
I
Like,
really
wish
enjoyed
would've
it.
been,
I
like-
really
like
enjoyed
drawn.
the art style. But as a person who's watched Dragon Ball for the longest time, it felt weird to see it like that.
Yeah. And have they shown the two main characters, like the new ones, the Gammas? Have they shown them before, Danny?
I feel like I've seen them in a
before.
video game though.
Yeah.
But not like in the actual. It's because you have to understand also. I think the manga is ahead like
No,
a
I-
lot.
I-
So maybe
I-
they
I
got
Yeah,
it
a
from
lot,
there.
way a lot.
Yeah, I know, because whenever like the Dragon Ball Z games and like the Naruto ones, like the fighting ones would come out, like you would always skip ahead,
Right.
Because they were way ahead.
So
of
I
us.
think I don't know. I don't remember the name of the latest Dragon Ball game, but I
Yeah.
think Gamma was there 1 and 2.
so-
I think I remember seeing them too.
that would make sense because I remember seeing them.
I remember
just
seeing
hadn't.
them.
I think it's so crazy how it just like changed. Like, hey, forget everything you saw in GT. Like, we're just going this way now.
Well, I haven't seen Super, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's
What do you mean by forget everything that happened in GT?
so there's not a
No, well,
Super Saiyan 4. It was
Oh
like
yeah,
a
G-
different-
oh
Yeah,
sorry,
that's what I'm
sorry.
saying, Like you watch
Se me fue.
Dragon Ball Z
No.
GT.
No,
it was like Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah,
Then
it's because GT is
Yeah.
not canon.
they didn't go there and they went God.
Yeah, no, it's because
This is so different.
the guy that made GT was not
Just
the same
whack as
author.
fuck.
I think it's weird.
It's whack as fuck.
No, it's 'cause
Yo,
they did-
Super Saiyan going down the more primal route would have been so much cooler.
It's because the thing is the GT was made
Oh,
by
I
a
know.
different author.
I know.
So but I do like
I know that.
they made canon the
Broly.
Well, he's being canon since the movie.
No. So
previous
the movie that came out recently, but there's been movies about Broly like way.
No,
There's
but
been, like, couple of them.
the previous movie made Broly canon.
No, that's what I just said.
No, but I'm talking about the one we just watched.
I thought the last movie made them canon.
The Broly movie made him canon.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I'm talking about the one we watched on Sunday. This one, the new one.
I know, but he was already canon at that point. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm not talking about him though.
What are you talking about?
Pan.
Oh, Pan. Yeah. Well,
I didn't want to spoil. Well, it's not really a spoiler, but it's kind of cool to see her there.
yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, that was the highlight of the movie.
What I really liked,
I
what I
think.
really liked is if you skip Dragon Ball and went straight to Dragon Ball Z, they made a lot of references,
Oh, right.
and they would replay those Dragon Ball episodes. So when they would make a reference,
Oh, yeah.
you would see what they're talking about.
Right.
I really
Yeah,
like that because
There were
I don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah.
there were some. I was like, I completely forgot about that.
I don't even know what the trailers show, so
Yeah.
I have no clue what I can talk about and what I can. Did
Yeah.
they show like the main boss?
no, they don't show the main boss, but we know it was the red art or the red.
Yeah, the Red Ribbon Army.
We know that for sure, but
Yeah,
they didn't show
that's
the
only
main
thing
boss.
they showed.
Oh, okay,
That's the
okay.
only thing.
Wait,
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that because I thought that was so cool because I like that the color that they chose for him it was an alternate on the video game.
Okay.
You know, and they also had them in
yeah.
blue. You know, so I think this was the option. I think he also came out in black and like Budokai.
There were some things I didn't like about the main bad guy.
Well,
To not give the name.
well,
For the spoilers.
that's my favorite form
the
of
end,
him.
At the end of the day, it's kind of a setup, right? So
It's
whenever
a setup.
So whenever they did
It's a
the
setup.
movie
I like
about
what you just said.
when Super Saiyan when Goku went Super Saiyan God, right? It was to introduce the new season and the new episode.
That's what this
So,
feels like.
Yeah,
You think
this
are they
feels-
finally gonna retire Goku?
No,
Nah,
I think what they're doing is they're
they
making.
make Gohan look because they didn't do him justice on the episode. Like
well,
they made
it's
him
because
look like a bitch.
After
Yeah.
after Cell, he was supposed to take over,
Right.
but then they're like, "Yo, we can milk the shit out of this."
No.
he's like, these dudes are gonna
Yeah.
watch Goku scream for hours and love it.
Yeah.
you know.
No, but I don't
It
think
was
that-
different. It was
yeah.
really different.
I don't-
Yeah, it's because they literally were setting up Gohan to be the main character.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think they're gonna retire Goku. But I think that Gohan and Piccolo and like the old characters, they were so behind now in terms of like power level.
Yeah.
that
Gotta
this was
catch up.
pretty much a
Yeah.
catch up for them to be like,
oh, yeah,
the
'cause
new
now-
threat.
now
When the new
Piccolo
threat
has a
comes
new
in,
level, yeah.
they actually can help because. You know, every time they were in a fight, it's like, well, we can't help. We go in, we're just gonna,
get in
be
the
a
way.
burden. So let's just watch and just cheer. So now that they have this form, it's like, oh, now they can go in and actually do something.
That makes sense.
That's what I feel like. Like you're right. I do think it's a setup for what's coming.
sense. Yeah,
Um,
I like Gohan's new.
He looks cool,
looks
but the whole thing about like, oh, he hasn't trained in such a long time. Suddenly he gets this badass form so quickly. It reminds me of She-Hulk.
What?
I haven't seen She-Hulk.
Same thing.
No, I don't want to ruin it, but there were something that made him tick, and it was the same thing whenever.
Well, it says
he
it's
was-
called Rage, so it makes sense.
So it was the same. It was the same thing whenever he turned when he defeated.
Why didn't
Cell.
he rage when they were holding the daughter? That's when he should have raged the most.
When were they holding? Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm like, Pen can take care of herself.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he wasn't as worried. As
I mean,
he was.
so can Piccolo.
Oh, not if you
not-
watch the movie.
No, but not as
All right,
much as
look,
Pen.
we-
Hey!
a lot of people
Hey!
didn't watch it.
How long is it gonna be on theaters?
They're like special events with these. It's probably like 2 weekends.
Yeah, because this movie's been going on. It had been released for a while already.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
it had been released. I think the beginning of the year, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
Yeah.
But overall,
but
it's an
other
enjoyable
countries.
movie.
It was in other countries.
Okay,
that it was
okay.
released.
Look. You told Selena you were gonna talk about She-Hulk.
See.
Because I was gonna watch it,
Okay.
but I got caught up watching other stuff.
The thing about She-Hulk is like, imagine everything Hulk went through to like overcome his power,
Yeah.
and she just like, oh, I don't have that issue. Like, oh, I don't get angry. I can transform whenever you
It's
know.
because girls are better than guys.
Pretty much. That's kind of what it says.
Well,
Because
well,
it bases off of emotions, right? So
Well, she says that she's been mad all the time, so now she can handle rage easily.
well, she's a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense. She has to be able to keep her head in check.
But it's too quickly.
not-
I'm not
Everything
caught up-
happens
I'm
in
not
30
caught up with
minutes.
the-
Like
the
think about
Marvel
it.
universe.
Think about it. In 30 minutes, she goes from being a normal person to now being a Hulk, right?
Can
she
you
get-
like tell us how she turns? Is that like a spoiler? Or
Well, it happens really early on.
So-
Bruises, blood falls in one of her wounds, and they mix, and so she becomes a Hulk.
That's it.
That's it. And the reason that
You
happens,
know what it reminded me of? We used to. I don't know if you ever saw that video. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
you did.
it's so funny. We used to watch safety videos. I used to work at a warehouse with Oscar. I don't know if you ever saw the video, but it was like when you bleed, like you can have HIV and somebody else can get it, right? So try not to have open wounds. And some guy got cut, and the guy wasn't wearing like goggles, and he's like, "Oh, I'm cut," and he started swinging it. He started swinging his hand, and like a drop fell in that guy's eye, and he's like,
I have AIDS now.
"Yeah, he has AIDS now." When you said that, he got it because of. I
That's
was
how she got it.
If she
Yeah.
would have watched that safety video,
She would've been okay.
She would have been okay.
Yeah.
She has Hulk AIDS.
Pretty much. But basically,
I
that's,
see what Danny's saying though, because that was a huge part of his story arc is, you know, being able to maintain his rage, and he even went through like where he couldn't even turn into the Hulk for a while because he was fighting it.
I was
because he was scared.
Yeah, no, but I was wondering.
He
I was
got his
wondering
ass
more
beat.
about because, like, you know, because there's Planet Hulk, so there's people who like that who can control themselves. That's why I was more worried. Like, I was.
yeah,
more
the thing is, obviously, she's his cousin, so they make it about like, oh,
they're actually related.
they're related. So they make it like, oh, like the fact that you cut my blood and you didn't die and you became a She-Hulk is probably because we're related, so we have
Yeah.
some shared genes. So he's like, here's a whole book I have that we're gonna go through to help you like know how to like control it and overcome it. It's gonna take like 15 years to do it, and then she does it like in 3 days or something like that. And she's like, you know, I'm just better than you. And you know, like, it's just, here's the thing. It's not like the first episode, I wasn't like bored,
Yeah.
but also my expectations were so low from
Yeah.
the trailer. So the part of me was like, it's not like a bad show, but as someone who liked Hulk for like all that the rage and everything, it just kind of like it really like brought Hulk, the whole idea of Hulk down.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this is coming from someone who did not read the comics, who doesn't know anything about that, right? So maybe someone's out there's like, I didn't. All right, I
Yeah.
didn't, but I pay for Disney. Well, I didn't. Stacy
You-
paid
There
for
should be
Disney
enough.
Plus.
There should be enough.
Now you're yelling that Jose does.
Well, I was
And
watching on the computer. But yes, they pay half and half. So my point is that it just feels like very cheap that it just happens that quickly.
Well,
It becomes very
Can I
lighthearted.
say something about that? It's just because like this happens like in every anime or every time like a new generation comes out, everybody's like, oh, they can do everything so easy. How are they more powerful than the previous one?
We go back to Dragon Ball Z. Trunks and Goten
How they
turned
become
Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
They
become
did.
And like,
But the thing is, they have
idea
someone to train them,
Exactly.
right? But over here, like, he didn't really train her. It's like she knew how to do it. Like,
Yeah.
like it was like, I'm going to teach you how to do it. She's like, I can do it.
But was like his DNA like could it affect the way of like
That's
was
what
it like after he was tamed?
that's their justification. The justification is that, oh, maybe there's some difference in her DNA that makes her easier.
No,
Pero-
I meant like his like when the blood dropped into him was he already like the tamed Hulk?
You mean whenever he became the Hulk originally?
like, was
I
he-
don't think they talk about that.
No, well I mean because I was like when the blood got into her, was he already like able to control the Hulk?
Yeah, I mean it's based on what is right now.
Yeah, oh, that's the one I'm asking. I was like, maybe can like his like be like more like worn down.
Look, all I'm saying is that's not the problem. The problem is like it becomes like a more lighthearted. Like she does like what Deadpool does. She talks to the camera.
yeah, I know.
She does those things. So the point is, it became a very lighthearted movie or show. For a show that you would be like, this is more like rage. I'm angry, and she like sometimes she gets angry, but it's kind of goofy looking. It's not like I'm angry. It's more like I'm angry type of thing. So
Did y'all say it's because they trained him like Goten and Trunks that they turned Super Saiyan really quick?
well, even if you remember in Super,
Because they didn't train him.
No,
like,
but if you-
they're training. He's like Trunks is training with his dad,
yeah,
and it's like the
Yeah, 'cause I remember he goes
yeah,
Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
before him.
Vegeta's like, yeah, this is really heavy or whatever.
Yeah, and
then he just turns Super
yeah,
Saiyan,
and
and
then he
Vegeta's
says,
like, what the hell?
yeah,
Like,
he says the thing that has been like impossible for many of us is child's play now.
Yeah.
But the thing about that is like you have someone who can do it, but if you go back to Super, when the Saiyans from the other universe show up,
Yeah,
they don't know
they
how to
gotta
do
do
it, right?
quick,
And what they bring it down to, which I thought was
But
lame,
it was
like
an instinct though.
No,
It was-
but- no, but-
like something triggered.
no,
it.
but remember he told them, he said, look, there is a little tingle in the back of your neck. I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
that.
he
And it's like you have to feel that, and when you feel that,
Going too nerdy into it.
mira, wait, this is serious shit. But the point is that I guess it's always easier when someone teaches you.
Yeah.
Right.
Than the
That-
first
that-
person
that's
to
what I
discover it.
assumed.
But it doesn't seem like the Hulk is trying to teach her, and she's like, "You don't need to teach me, bro. I got this." Kind of thing. So it's like it wasn't like he was a mentor to her. It's like he's trying to be a mentor to her, but
Well,
she's like,
maybe in
"No."
the story they just don't got enough time for them to go through like a whole training.
Yeah,
arc,
but it's a
you
show,
know?
bro. Like
No, but
you
it's a
can just say
children's show.
you can say 2 years, but that's my point.
yeah,
that's
so
my
they're
point.
not-
It's-
they're
that's
not
my
gonna
point.
give you
That's
that.
what I'm trying to get to. It became too lighthearted, which for someone like me became kind of like
We'll turn off.
and that's why I think they're gonna
It's
ruin
it's
their
Marvel,
devil.
You should know.
They're gonna ruin their devil.
No, I think.
Yes,
I think,
they will.
I think they're keeping the same rating.
They're
so
gonna
I
ruin
think
it.
they're
They're
gonna be
gonna ruin
fine.
it.
So-
They're gonna ruin it.
You hear about all these upcoming movies, right? I'm not into. It's not that I'm.
I
not
thought you didn't even
into
have
it.
a TV.
It's not that I'm not
Yeah,
into
you-
comics. It's I don't follow it. I don't know the stories behind it, right? So you got upcoming movies, and they always. I follow a lot of pages where they're like, okay, this person's gonna be involved in this movie, and this person's gonna be involved in this movie. Where does She-Hulk get included in all of this?
I think it's
wh-
just a
where
show. I don't know.
She's starting. She's
Right,
started.
right. But
This is
is
her
she-
intro.
Do y'all
basically.
feel that she's gonna come out in Secret Wars? Like, is she gonna be a part of that? Like,
Yo, like,
do y'all
li-
feel
li-
that she's gonna be? You get what I'm saying? Like, does she
Rick,
fit?
I
into
don't
this?
think it even matters anymore. Like this new wave of Marvel movies ain't it. It's not. It's like I'm more excited to see what they do with X-Men because they have the rights to it now. I was like, I want a
Right,
good
right.
X-Men movie, you know. And it's just like I don't care.
Well, to be fair, the X-Men movies have been good. It's just that the story is not consistent, right? I think that's been the problem with the X-Men movies.
I think the first ones were, and it's the same thing with the Spider-Man movies. They were way before its time, right? It set the foundation. Like,
Yeah.
you look at it now and you're like, damn, that shit's corny.
Yeah.
But you see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
build.
but-
You see
yeah.
the build up.
But I
You
think
see the build up.
the issue with the X-Men movies has always been like stylistic. Like the way that they made Apocalypse look, he looked lame as fuck. You know, and like whenever you watch, you actually have a show to base it off of too, which it's like it could have gone like either way, and they chose to make it look like completely awful. And then you have like people like at conventions who look way better. It just makes no sense.
I still think when we need like a either whether whoever does it doesn't matter.
I think it's our fault.
Marvel or DC, but
like us.
Yeah, I think it's our fault for not applying the pressure like we did with
Sonic?
Sonic. Yeah, that's where I was getting.
Got
like,
bully the studios.
Yeah.
It's a
like,
mission.
but like you remember Logan, the movie Logan?
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing,
Logan
and I was
was
like,
fucking
how
great.
cool will it be
But
to have?
but it's because they gave it an R-rated and it was dark as fuck.
I know that's what I'm
It
saying.
was a
How
fucking good ass
how,
movie.
how that's what I'm trying.
Marvel's owned by Disney.
I
so,
know,
like,
but
those
it's-
expectations.
The Empire, the Disney
pero,
Empire.
Yeah.
escucha lo que estoy diciendo. Listen to what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is how cool would it be to give us, the adult audience, a universe where you have like a Logan style of storytelling,
Yeah.
We're too
which
soft.
is more serious.
We're
Now
too
here's the
soft.
thing.
That's
I
not
understand.
what it is.
No, I don't think so because they're
We're too soft.
No, that's not.
People were complaining.
Horror movies don't exist.
They did.
Well, they kinda suck, though,
They did
lately.
an edition of Deadpool that was like PG-13, and they turned it into Christmas. Why? Because we're soft.
No, first of all, whenever they announced Deadpool, they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be rated R." There was like a lady who was all like, "Oh, my kid's 13, he wants to watch
Yeah.
it." And then Ryan Reynolds came out dressed as Deadpool. He's
I
like, "Fuck
understand.
you and your whore mom."
Yeah, I understand
so
that.
no,
So
it's
then
not
why'd
that
you
it's
do
too
the
soft.
other one? Why would you do
Because
another one?
there's more money to be made with toys, with rides,
Right.
with because kids are gonna fucking cry and cry
Right.
until the parents give in. That's where the money's at. We're gonna go watch it one time and that's it.
But don't they think that we will buy also toys?
No, you won't. When was the last time? I mean, I'm the one who has freaking like Digimons and shit. Mike,
Oh,
when's the last toy you bought?
The last toy I bought, Jose Angel's girlfriend bought me a Goku.
No, you
Me?
bought.
Well, I would buy one if they had me that excited about it for a decoration.
I rest my case because you love Dragon Ball Z. You don't have anything Dragon Ball Z related.
I have the Dragon Ball.
You didn't buy it.
So what?
You didn't even know how many
You
Dragon
told me not
Balls
to.
there were.
You told me not to buy. That was an accident.
You wouldn't be able to summon Shenron.
You said no. Yes, I can.
No, you won't. You
Yes,
said
I-
there were 6.
Peas
Doesn't
and
matter.
apples, or what was the new, the new one?
Yeah, they had to say something funny.
They had to say something dumb.
Yeah,
like
to
peas
summon-
and apples, like so. There's different universes, right?
Yeah.
And all the
I haven't watched it. I don't care. Tell me what you think, bro.
I almost bought a toy last week.
Well, I was about to ask you what toy.
It's those little gel blasters.
Oh,
that you
yeah.
shoot, like the little, it's like the little water beads.
Yeah.
And
If
they like,
little kids are freezing them and shooting people with them, fucking assholes.
oh, that sounds cool.
No, it sounds dangerous. It's gonna take
It's like
someone's
when
eye
you
out.
do
It'd be like
paintball,
airsoft.
Yeah.
You freeze the fucking
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. Oh yeah, if I buy one, y'all buy one. They're like $80 each.
I have Nerf guns. I'll shoot you with my Nerf gun.
But I'll be able to shoot you continuously,
My,
and you'll
the,
get
Nerf,
wet.
the Nerf
It's
gun
set by,
hurts.
Hey,
You'll get wet.
do it on camera.
Have you been shot by your Nerf gun?
Yeah, it's a Nerf gun.
All right, let's go then.
It's just
They got
like
nerfed.
that.
Oh, no,
They-
I have the Deadpool ones.
Oh, he has the special edition. He
Yeah.
modded his
The PG-13
I
guns.
modded it. They have NOS on them.
his black market Nerf
He
guns.
put CO2 tank on him.
He's like black market Nerf guns.
All I wanted to say was that you have a bunch of kids that grew up like us. We will consume.
Dragon Ball Z. It's a perfect example.
Hey, Ricardo, I have a very important question to
Go
ask
for it,
you.
man.
Ask him, bro.
Go for
That's
it.
what we do in this podcast. Ask important questions.
I feel like I'm getting interrogated by my cousin.
Sergio? Santiago! Sergio, subscribe.
He's gonna have to change his fucking assignment. and
Yeah.
shit.
He's like,
Sorry, man.
He's gotta
He's
leave
gotta go
high
from
school.
GP High School to North Shore. No, oh no, he's in New York. Never mind.
Yeah,
LA.
No, he's making it harder to locate him.
Bro.
Yeah.
no,
All right, Ricardo, you ready for this? Like, brace yourself. It's a hard-hitting question.
Oh no.
All right. Ready? Has a man ever broken your heart?
Always.
Can you please tell everybody that story?
False statement.
Plead the fifth.
Because
If y'all know me, y'all know that I say a lot of dumb shit. And the funniest thing is that the joke is not for y'all. It's for me.
Dude,
I try to see how much I can get away with. And I realize it later on after I say, like, what the fuck were you thinking, right?
okay, can I say something real quick?
Go for
Interrupt
it.
you. Sometimes when I do those really terrible puns,
yeah.
I don't do them because I want to make y'all laugh. I want to see you guys like suffer, and then that makes me laugh. And that's where I get my joy from. Like, look at this loser.
Okay.
Look at them.
Okay.
Look at their face.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So a friend of ours, his mom is a realtor, right? And my buddy has a brother. He never talks about his brother, like at all, right? So on one of the occasions, the mom that's a realtor, she showed us a house. And I saw the brother knowing that my friend never talks about him. And I was like, hey, how's it going? Ricardo or whatever. I shook his hand. I was like, your brother always talks about you. And I saw his face like, you're full of shit. But the joke was for me. I loved it. Like, I knew what I was throwing out when I gave it to him.
Ricardo, that's a funny story now, but why be a little bitch? That's not the story I asked for.
Okay, so the next one, right? So this Saturday, we went over what we did this Saturday. We were at Adrian's party.
Yeah.
And
The first time we met, homeboy.
so this guy, we had just met him.
Adrian?
No,
No.
no, some new
someone
guy.
else. Sergio.
I hope he subscribed. Did you tell him?
No, I didn't.
You better
Well, I guess
subscribe.
We were drunk. I was busy
were
drinking.
drunk.
Okay, send them
We'll
a
see
message.
him, we'll see
Subscribe.
him on the next one.
Yeah.
We just met this guy. This guy's Cuban. We're breaking ice. Like, he's like, hey, I'll play with you beer pong.
Yeah.
And he was my partner. And there was a break in between the games. And I had to talk to Oscar, like, privately over some other matter, right?
Yeah.
So we went off to the side, and I think we took longer than expected. And I mean, we were drunk. We were having a heart-to-heart, right? And they're like, hey, hurry up. The cups are already, like, we're ready to play.
Yeah.
And we get back, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry. And I told my partner, like, I said it loud enough, but it was, like, directly towards him. Like, the statement was directly to that guy, right? I was like, dude, have you ever had your heart broken by another guy? And the guy was like, no, man, I'm sorry. Like, I've had my heart broken by not by a guy. And he's like, and I'm really sorry. And I was like,
He was trying to relate with him.
so then later on, I was like, Oscar, and I pointed to Oscar. That's how we play. I was like, yeah, he was my first love. And I have my fiance that I'm getting married to like 90-something days from now. I said it in front of her, and I mean, she knows what's up. She knows that I play around. I'm full of shit, right? So I told the guy, I'm like, hey, yeah, that was my first love. And he was like, damn, that's crazy. And
So you just leave it? You don't clear it up? Or what?
That's the joke. Like for me, like we kept playing, and I was like, "Damn, I can't believe like I told this guy that I'm gay and that I like Oscar, and that he broke my heart." And like I realized that later on, like it takes me a little bit because it's a fucking art. Like like I
you're a
perfected
master of your craft.
I perfected. Like I've said a lot of jokes that have probably been over the top. And when I say it, you won't think that I'm going over the top or that I'm playing because of the way I say it. You know, like I keep the most fucking straight face, and sometimes I do giggle because I realize like, what an idiot! What did you just say, right?
Yo,
but with that guy, like I said it like with a straight face, like, dude, have you ever had your heart broken by another guy? And the guy was like, I've had my heart broken, but not by another guy. And I was like, oh, that's cool, dude. Like, I appreciate it. I appreciate you, like, your sympathy. Like,
Yo, I fucking love that story because, dude, like, we had just met the guy. It's like,
So, like I said-
no one, like, he doesn't know you. He doesn't know how you are. Like, if it would have been to anybody else, they would have just laughed, you know? But it's the simple fact that he didn't know you just makes it so much funnier than me.
and it makes it so much funnier for me, too. Like I said, I could have told y'all later on about it, and I would have got a kick out of it. But I got a kick out of it because I did it. Like, I told him the joke, and it was just like me and him. Like, maybe I said it louder and they heard me, but the joke was for me. Like, it isn't for everybody else. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but look,
I'm an asshole.
No,
guys.
but it's a testament to how much of a nice guy he is. That regardless, he
Oh,
tried
right.
to comfort you. You know, because he's
Did
like,
y'all
yeah,
win?
yeah.
At beer
No,
pong?
they lost. They were playing against me.
We lost.
Yeah.
You should have told him that's the second time a guy breaks my heart.
Yo, let's talk about Game of Thrones. Okay,
Game of Thrones.
The prequel came out. It's the House of the Dragons, right? Something
House
like
of the
that?
Dragon. I think that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it came out yet. Honestly, I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm
And
not,
usually my cousin shares these things with me, but
wow.
He just didn't.
No loyalty. Wait, you talking about me? I was like, wait, why? All right, look, in my defense, I found out like around 4.
AM?
Yeah, no, in the afternoon. So
So you had time.
I was at,
I
no,
was not asleep.
I was at work, so I literally put it on and I watched it all
Okay.
at work.
No, he was not at work. He was with me.
But you said you didn't know.
Fuck out, eh.
Pendejo, te estoy salvando del trabajo. We need money.
This was filmed on Sunday. Never mind. I was watching it at 4.
Sí, yeah,
You
for
look,
Sunday.
I watched it while I was occupied.
Occupied.
You know?
Wait, podcast work.
Podcast work, yeah. And I liked it.
You liked it.
Yeah, I think it's like, because, you know,
It's
like,
not boring like the first Game of Thrones episode.
yeah, the first Game of Thrones episode. Look, in the first Game of Thrones episodes, a lot happens, of course, because it sets up, you know, like how
Same.
the show's old. Can we talk about it? Any? Do you think spoilers will matter?
Not the first season.
I've seen the first
I think
episode.
the
We,
first
we
season
need
is
to keep
fine.
a tally of things that I haven't watched or I'm not modernized.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You never watched Game of Thrones? Well, I didn't expect you
neither.
to watch it, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah.
I've tried starting at
You-
like 3 separate occasions, and I just can't get into it.
It's just the first season. I'm telling you, if you
Mira.
fight through the first
It-
season,
it-
like,
let me-
as somebody who fought through it, like
Let me explain to
Can I
Tony.
just go to the second one?
Mira, let me explain to Tony. Well, it's a prequel, so I guess so. But I was gonna say the first episode is good.
yeah,
From the second episode to the 8th
yeah.
to the 7th episode, no, to the 8th
To the 8th.
episode, it's boring.
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay,
Yeah,
what's
so
going?
just literally watch the first episode, because the first episode sets up like what happens to the main kid.
Mm-hmm.
They make you think that he's like gonna be like hot shit or like the main character, but then shit happens to him. So then like that's one thing that they did really good, was that they kept you on your toes on who's the main character, you
They
know.
did, yeah.
And I really like that.
Yeah.
And they also set up the whole premise between the brother and the sister.
See,
You know, so that's why the first episode's good, but the rest is it's
once you
whatever.
hit the 9th episode, from that point on, that's when the party begins.
Yeah, like, and I'm being dead serious because
He's being dead
I
serious.
only watched the first 8 episodes, the first go at it, and if I
Because-
would have made one more episode, I would have probably stuck.
I was watching with my mom,
Yeah.
and we were like on the 8th episode, and we're like,
dude, how'd you make it past the first episode with your mom?
well, I mean, just no veas. I'll cover her eyes.
The-
No. But-
You're never gonna watch it. Like, there's literally like siblings fucking on the first episode, brother and sister. He's like, now I'm gonna watch.
So
But-
it's like, you trying to convince me?
Like,
Like,
how
looked
much
over at
is
me.
it?
He looked over at me. He was gonna be like, "Can he say that?"
It's on HBO. If you have HBO, you can watch it. Yeah, but this new
I'll have
season,
to
I
look.
think it had a lot of really cool stuff. It It had jousting. It had the dragons. It had fighting. It had like the.
So it was flashy, or
No,
is it
not-
actually like?
Of course, it's gonna be flashy because
Okay.
this shows like this have gigantic budgets. But the story wise too, like it sets up like the whole like who's gonna be the successor to the king, you know. And there's like a big story to it, and like it felt like it's a good start.
Okay.
It's like an hour and 20 minutes. So,
Okay.
How
So
many episodes is supposed to be?
I don't know.
Usually
a new
it's
season.
10, but
Yeah,
who knows? When they started doing that thing where maybe the episodes are not an hour long.
yeah. This one
So,
was
but,
120.
so it equates to 10 episodes, 1 hour long, but they mess it up so you don't know what to expect,
Yeah.
which I think is clever.
Yeah. So
Think it's clever.
as far as this season goes, it's off to a great start. I think the first episode was really good.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch.
Please.
I didn't know honestly. I didn't know it came out.
You have HBO?
Stacy has HBO, so I have
That
HBO.
means you got HBO.
That's crazy how so much content is out there now.
Not only that, there's
Oh, fuck.
47 episodes of the Unqualified Gurus podcast. Shit ton of content. And free.
Yeah.
Everything in general.
And you look fucking beautiful. Look, you get compliments.
Oh my
when
goodness!
You subscribe.
Oh my goodness. And it's not because we're drunk that we're saying that.
Yeah.
You look
Rick,
great.
Rick, can you
Speak
tell?
for yourself.
Rick, can you compliment them? Oh, damn, he blew you out like
Look,
kiss.
this is what Rick
Like
is saying.
15 people unsubscribed.
Yeah. Rick is like, if you were a pig, I would hunt you.
What the fuck? No, that's bad.
I'll choose you.
Ah,
choose
choose
you.
you.
Hey, so there's a new show coming out too on Netflix.
¿Cómo se llama? Did you watch?
The Wednesday ones is going to be a show, right?
The what?
It's a show.
Wednesday?
Yeah, it's a show. It's a show.
Yeah,
It
so
looks really
I actually
good.
have it in the folder. So
You have it on the folder.
Yeah, but the
before I go to the folder, do you watch Sweet Home? You should watch Sweet Home. I've been telling you to watch Sweet Home for a long time.
remind me during the week.
I will remind you during the week.
I watched the whole show today too.
You could have watched.
Oh wait, no,
Sweet
skip this
Home.
one. Skip this one first. Let's go. Let's first look at everything. Okay, so this is the. Oh wait, that's just the cover of picture.
That's just
for
the
it.
cover. We
This
don't
is
care about
We
the
don't
cover.
need- So this is the new Addams Family. Okay, so you have Gomez, you have the mom, you have the daughter on Wednesday. I mean the kid on Wednesday. I don't remember the kid's name, but
Probably Tuesday.
yeah. You're so funny. Keep it going. Yeah. So people started bitching and moaning because of the main, like the
saw that.
Gomez character, you know, because everybody.
What's wrong with Gomez?
So they want
He's not the other Gomez.
they wanted him to look like him. They're all
Oh.
like they wanted like
He
you know.
kind of does.
No,
I mean, he looks shorter a little bit.
but the thing is like he like on the comics he's meant to look like him.
Oh, they're actually comics.
Yeah. Look,
There's a
go
cartoon
all the way
over
to
it.
the right. Go all the way to the right.
There's a cartoon
That's how he
over it.
looks in the animated. Okay.
That's recent.
Yeah. So
That's recent, but even like the previous,
no,
there
no,
was a cartoon.
I have
on
it. I have it on the first picture, but I just want you to look at who does he look more like him or like him? It's just like he's more short. He's like bigger, of course, and it's just like people were just crying about it because he wasn't him. And that's the problem. Whenever you get typecasted, I guess you could say you're just used to seeing him on the movies because you know, like as far as the Addams Family movies go, if you're old enough to remember the live actions, this is what you remember.
So that was kind of sad. It was really good. I liked both movies, and I think who had died? Somebody had died. Was it Morticia that had died
In real life?
Yeah, and that's why they just
Stop.
it stopped at 2.
Oh, I did not
Yeah.
know that.
Well, I mean,
It
look,
was good. I love both of those movies.
yeah, you know, I remember liking them, but by all means, it's just like, but immediately hating on him because of how he looks. I was like, look, and not
'Cause
only,
that's not what you're used to.
but look, this is how he
He
looks like in the
exactly
cartoons.
yeah, it looks good.
You know, and that's what people are trying to like show everybody. They're like, dude, you're upset because he doesn't look like the previous actor, not because he doesn't look like the main character. That's how the character looks. He looks like him. And his name is Gomez. He has to be like a Hispanic heritage, you know, or whatever you want to call Latino, you know. So it's just it's like people are just getting mad because he's not more handsome.
Didn't they do the same thing with Selena with the Netflix? They said it didn't look like her, and it looked like her, but it didn't look like J Lo when J Lo.
Oh yeah.
It looked like the
Yeah.
real Selena, but it didn't look like J Lo.
Yeah.
And when you think Selena,
Well,
you think of the movie, or they did, yeah. They would think of J Lo when
Yeah,
she
because I
portrayed that movie.
think
Yeah,
the girl had like a gigantic
she was
smile
young.
too.
She
and
was young.
looked like
She was young because
Yeah.
Selena. I mean, if you look
Selena
into it,
was
she was
young.
really young.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when they started like the first season, she was really young.
Hey,
I just
tranquilo,
spilled
güey.
beer over
Cálmate,
myself. You wanted
cálmate.
that, huh? Being alcoholic.
There's another HBO show that's going. They gave the first preview for. It's the adaptation for the Last of Us show. Had y'all heard about that?
With
Oh.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the PlayStation game?
The guy who played the Mandalorian.
Dude,
Yeah.
that dude's a beast, man.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it's
He's
fu-
all over.
Yeah, it's funny because he's like, dude, it's literally the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian, it was just him taking care of the baby or baby Grogu, or Grogu, however you want to call him. And now it's the same thing. Now he's taking care of a little girl. So he literally is like, it's the same thing.
it's really cool to see that the adaptation's finally coming out, because after the game came out back in like PS3 days, you know, like I kind of like grew up.
I didn't
with
realize
that.
how long it had been.
Yeah, it's a long
Yeah,
time
it's
ago,
been a
because
while
they
now.
remastered it for PS4 when that released. They're rebooting it again for the
Yeah.
PS5, and now the adaptation has finally gotten its first glimpse. I think it's like 10 seconds. It's
Yeah.
not much, but
Well,
I think
let's
it's
hope
awesome.
that everything's better than the Uncharted one, because like I
You didn't like it?
I no, the movie was fine. It's just Tom Holland did not look like the character. The character looked like he's like, you're talking about like drinking and shit. Like, and Tom Holland looks like he's 15.
But
You know,
I
he's
don't-
Yeah,
supposed
the baby face.
He started like, the movie starts with him being like a bartender.
He's a baby
And I'm like,
face.
yo,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it. Like the part that he doesn't feel that part. That was the one thing I couldn't get past. The movie was fine, but yeah, that really bugged me.
I have not seen it.
I think I would watch. Is it a show or a movie?
it's gonna be a show.
I would watch him because he's a real good actor.
Yeah,
Like
I really
I
wanna watch
follow Hispanic actors.
You
like,
follow
Trust
us?
me, like every time there's like something like that, we always
Like the
point it
whole
out.
Wakanda thing was like the Black Panther 2.
Mhm.
Like I'm really excited for it.
Yeah. I'm actually not as hyped about it as most people might be, just because of the simple fact is like, I don't know where they're gonna take it without Chadwick Boseman.
I
It
I
just seems like
understand,
there's big shoes to
but
fill.
but I like the actor they're using.
So I mean I don't think it's a
Was-
spoiler because the movie hasn't come out. But are they killing him off, or how are they justifying?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're
It's
gonna have to
We
wait.
haven't watched
We
the
don't
movie.
know.
We're gonna have to wait. and
That's what I'm
see.
saying. I don't know. Maybe people talked
Yeah.
about it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
It's gonna be a hard transition because.
I'm,
But he knew he was dying though.
yeah, he
He
did.
knew.
He
He
did. So
knew
they
he was
probably.
dying.
But he didn't.
So-
Like he didn't
so-
tell
No,
anybody.
they probably would have done
No,
something
no, no.
about it.
Yeah, so I think
No, I'm saying like.
so
he
they
wasn't
may
open
have-
about it.
No,
on
to the
social
public,
media.
but I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure the company.
Yeah,
they-
they probably knew.
they may have done scenes. You know when
Yeah,
they
like
see like their
posthumous stuff,
ancestors and they see what their dads and all that. When he was dying and he knew that he had like a date or whatever, he probably filmed something showing like, hey,
But you know,
like,
nowadays the CGI is so good is that they probably didn't even because it's kind of just imagine you're
I
like
think
imagine just
he
you're going
caught
to
it
your
before though.
I know,
He
but
knew.
just imagine you're going to your like bosses or whatever you call them, and you're like, you know, I might die soon, so maybe we should record extra scenes. Like it's just kind of weird to.
It's weird.
Say
but
that
it's-
or do that.
it's
I think
weird.
that's
It's-
better than going and CGI in their
it's-
face, because
it's weird.
Well, you respect them in
Yeah.
their lives
But
while they're
it's-
alive.
It's weird, but you also got to think about how big and impactful that movie was to the black community.
was.
Like
It was.
the
It-
turnout for that. It was like,
It
yo, we
was.
don't have any kind of superhero. Like that movie was big.
yeah.
It gets easily overlooked, but that movie was huge.
No,
Was.
that movie was fucking
It
amazing.
was
Like,
huge.
like even
No,
like that
the
Kendrick
soundtrack
Lamar
was
did
just
the soundtrack.
the soundtrack was crazy.
Yeah. No, like let's show up. Like the movie was. That's why I'm saying that. Like I don't like the way like Marvel has been fumbling every fucking
Everything
movie
else-
that's come out.
everything else, yeah.
It's just like what kind of like what do I have to look forward to?
Nah, and he. I mean, I don't know him personally. I don't know if y'all know him personally.
Oh, he is my best friend.
He seemed like a team player that would say, you know what, like I know the impact that I'm doing for this movie to my community, to everybody, to little kids. Like,
Yeah.
you know what, I'll do even if that scene is only 10 minutes, because when he would see his dad and when the other guy, what's his name? I'm blanking out right now. The bad guy that died on
Oh,
the
yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
yeah, Michael B. Jordan, when he ate the fucking fruit or whatever, or the leaf, he saw like a different thing. It was just like a snippet, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they did just a snippet.
You-
It didn't
you
have
want
to be
him
that long.
like in the ancestor world.
Yeah, where he's in that realm where, hey, maybe they didn't record a whole movie. He knew he was dying, but guess what? I'm just gonna tell my sister or my friend, like whoever's gonna take the throne, like,
I think
hey,
his sister has to.
That's what people are saying.
Yeah,
What's his name?
I don't-
Waitita or something?
you know, I never,
Wait,
I didn't watch. honestly, to this day, I never watched that movie again, and it was one of those things that really like bugged me. I took his side, not
Whose side? What do you mean by his
Michael
side?
B. Jordan's character.
Yeah.
It's because it's really hard not to take it. Yeah,
it was really hard. Like, hey, fuck these. But I'm real spiteful, real revengeful. Like, fuck these guys. Like, they didn't.
No, but that's the great thing about it.
Yeah,
that's the great thing about like a good villain. It's just like that they make you empathize with them.
But that one hurt. Like for me, that one hurt me. I was like, yeah, screw Marvel. Like, why'd you kill this guy? Like the other guy should have died. Like, what the hell? Like, he got brought up because of his dad. Like, that one, I don't know why. Like, and my fiance and we talk about this because we talk about it like on a bigger picture. Like, if you were in that position, fuck yeah. Like, I want to keep the powers to ourselves. You know, like
pull up the website.
They did us wrong. You know.
Which one? Oh,
yeah. Just don't click on it just yet. But Rick, talking about your fiance, you know, you're getting married. You're eventually gonna have. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Eventually, you're gonna have kids. You know.
Yeah.
And you're a big sports guy. You're a super competitive dude.
God willingly, we will.
Yes, of course. You know, and you know, whenever you do, is like, do you plan on like letting them play football? You know, dealing with CTE, you know, and like before you answer that, I actually found a good competition for your child. You know, Danny, can you blow it up? Scroll up. It's no, the other way. It's all like here's the mullet championship.
I saw that.
Yeah,
the mullet championship.
Look, it's a competition. Your kid still learns to compete with other kids, and he won't get CTE.
And you get cool glasses.
Yeah, what do you think?
Or shades or whatever.
You think you're this isn't making fun of the kids. Mullets are just funny in general. They actually look funny as hell, but it's awesome at the same time. Because we filmed the NASCAR video and I had my mullet.
Right.
I should have worn my mullet.
You should have worn your mullet.
Damn it!
Estás bien menso.
What time is it? Do I have time to go get my mullet?
No, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, yeah, but look,
They don't pay us enough. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, but there's a ton of them.
I want a mullet now.
Yeah, I know. But the crazy part is that it's a competition. That looks like Joe Dirt. You remember? Did you ever watch the movie Joe Dirt?
No.
So Joe Dirt was born without a scalp, so his parents had to put a wig on him. But then, like, the skin grew around it, so now he's stuck with a mullet forever. Yeah. So
how's he now number one?
I don't know who the winner was. I didn't read through it. But I just brought this up so that Ricardo can see what like his future child could compete in. You know? What do you think?
So if UD's watching this, I'm gonna say the politically
Wait, what do you
correct
mean?
answer. If I can say one thing. And I can say, no, hell no, this is dumb. But if my son or daughter, we're both genders, right?
Yeah.
They say, hey, we want to get on this. It changed your heart right when you're there. So I'm going to say the correct. On this one, I'm going to go the good route on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you do?
I would follow.
You follow? But the thing is, Mexicans have like curly mullets. Like, you know, have you seen them?
I would let them compete in
I will
here.
let them loose.
I would let them compete in here. I wouldn't let them be a Tigres fan.
Oh, that would be like
Wait,
blasphemy.
who do you go for? The
Is that
Mexican?
Rayados fan?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Tony, ¿a
Let
quién le
that be
vas?
on the record. Can I say that?
Okay. I thought you had invited an Americanista. I was about to whoop you.
No. Well, I mean, es fresa de todos modos, pero, you know.
You're right about that.
Yeah. Y bien codo.
Being cold. No, he brought us beers, though.
No, I'm just kidding. He's not. He's like the complete
That is
opposite.
the opposite.
Yeah, breaking stereotypes. I love it. Yeah. Well, Danny, you said you had a guru pit for us.
I have a guru bit. I had two pictures here. What? Let's just look at them real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Más para
By
ver
all means.
I don't know what fart I brought. No sé qué pedo traje, but
He doesn't translate it.
yeah.
same.
All right, somebody read this.
It's like I'm not gonna.
Oh, read that one. Okay. Tony or someone.
It says asteroid 2.3 times the size of the dinosaur heading for Earth.
Did they forget a word?
Yeah, I think I don't think it's spelled correctly.
Well, that's not the point. The point is that
The one that destroyed the dinosaurs is headed for Earth. Is that what it says?
2.3 times the size.
The way I read this was
Of one dinosaur.
of a dinosaur.
Of a-
But ain't that kind of stupid though? Like,
Yeah, it's not that big. I mean, dinosaurs are big, but they're not that big.
no, but there are some dinosaurs that are this big.
Oh,
It's not a reference that everyone just knows off the top of their head.
That's
Like,
what I
I'm
thought.
just like-
And here's the thing. Like, I look it up. Like, I started
This
putting.
is a pro dinosaur podcast, bro. So you
I'm
should
just
know
saying,
how big
it's
a
not a
dinosaur
scale
is.
that like you say 2.3 times the size of a house.
We'll leave that.
we always bring up dinosaurs on this podcast.
Other thing I was gonna say is
pro.
that when I read this, it threw me. Wait, ¿qué dijo? What did he say?
No, it's an insider about his cousin Sergio.
Oh, Sergio.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
now we're just calling him by his name.
You think by now he got caught?
Yo, this podcast is like, oh, we can't give his name out. He's undercover. Oh,
He
Danny-
lives in 12, 3, 4, 5.
NASA Speedway.
NASA Speedway, yeah. Well, anyways.
Don't
when I-
ever look him up. His nickname might be Little Bill Jimmy or something like that.
That's his code name for Warzone. Beat him up in Warzone
it's just-
and Fortnite. Anyways, I just thought it was weird that they used the size of a dinosaur as a reference. It's just kind of stupid. I don't know. Whoever wrote this
Well, to be
article.
fair, it'll probably get destroyed in the atmosphere
I
anyway,
agree.
so it won't even matter.
it doesn't matter. It's just stupid comparison.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Tony, you
I
read
saw
this
that
one
one.
because it's your generation.
I saw that.
The
That was
baby.
really good.
That's my
That was really
generation. 2-year-old girl bites and kills 20-inch snake after it bit her in her garden.
That's what I've always said. I said if anything bites you, bite it back.
But this little girl, dude.
Bite it back.
Dude, is this your daughter? If she's hunting or
It depends if
Oh,
she ate it.
tired.
If she ate it,
She's
yes.
Yeah, if she ate it, yes. Here's the thing, though.
That's right. That's right. You can't be wasteful.
The
Here's the
whole
thing.
time that I'm reading this, I'm thinking of The Hangover.
And everything about Norbit.
No, I'm thinking of The Hangover and what's his name? The Asian guy, the short guy. The
Oh,
big guy.
Ken
yeah.
Jong.
You wanna fuck on me? You wanna bite me? And he fucking took a bite out of it.
Well, what I was gonna say is that the article said that the snake didn't survive, but the kid did.
Yes,
so,
of course.
So she won.
Well, it was probably garden snake.
That's all I had. That's all I had. Just
But you have a guru pit.
I
for us.
have a guru pit,
Wait,
bro.
I'm sorry.
I was
Look,
ready to fight.
look, I love the guru pit intro, but I have to interrupt it. Ricardo just brought up a very, very good point.
What did he
that
bring?
we didn't-
Another beer?
It's because we know.
Why is he laughing? This is not a joke.
This is for the after hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the Patreon exclusive.
Yeah. Saquen las feria.
Yeah. So Ricardo didn't get to go to prom, you guys, and
You
it's,
didn't get to go to prom?
But you
I
didn't buy a
almost
ticket?
didn't go to prom.
and it's kind of my
I
fault.
didn't go to prom, and I mean, I came out okay.
and it's my fault. Okay,
you
so
do.
so
Did you steal his ticket?
no,
No, has another guy ever broke your heart? It's happened to me multiple times.
multiple times.
By the same
It's by
guy.
the same guy.
By the same guy.
Yeah.
So, Ricardo took too long to ask the person he was going to ask. Okay, and by that time,
You?
no, that person asked me.
Ooh.
But,
so
but wait, there's
Is she
more.
subscribed?
Like
Is
Billy
I'm not-
Mays.
I'm-
Wait, is
I'm
he
not-
subscribed?
No, it's a she.
That's a guy.
Yeah, but look, here's the thing.
Tranquilos, cálmense.
I'm not an asshole, and I'm not a troll.
Yeah, you're a troll.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I think
I've
by
only
now,
met him for a little bit. He's like, he's
Hey,
a troll.
you're true.
by now the
Hey,
people
hey.
know you. He was about to kick you, bro.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Look.
I wouldn't do that.
Look,
I know how to block it now.
yeah. So there's more to the story. So I ended
Sure.
up hurting 3 people in this story.
Wow.
Okay, so we know
It's in
me,
the family,
me
what
and
can I
Rick
say?
met through like a youth group program. You know,
Who? You and her?
Me and Ricardo.
Oh, you
so,
and
so-
Ricardo.
so- yeah, so we went
Conversation.
we went to school together.
Almost.
We went to school together, but we didn't talk till I saw him at like a church event. You know,
Ah.
and after that, we're all like, "Hey, I saw you at that place once." You know,
At that weird place.
yeah. And after that, you know, we've been friends ever since. Okay, so we had friends from other schools because of that. You know, so you know, like as we
it
got
at?
older,
St.
and we
Andrews?
were from St. Dominic.
Dominic.
Oh, you guys were
Yeah.
Dominic's.
So as we got older and we got closer to graduating, you know, like the prom was approaching. You
See.
know, so I had friends who were in the same grade as us. You know, but they went to Yes Prep.
Oh, yes, prep.
Yes Prep doesn't have a prom. Okay,
They're not
So-
that prep.
Yeah, so they're not that prepared. Yeah, exactly. Like,
No.
hit them with the.
Just pick-
No, that's the wrong one.
Hey,
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
pay attention to what he just
Yeah.
said. It makes it only worse.
Yeah, it makes it worse.
That person wasn't gonna have a problem
Right, Rick.
at all.
I was on the wrong
Stop making
page.
it worse. Okay, look.
No,
so,
it's pretty bad.
So
Wow.
I all right. So look, in my
you go to high school for prom, and Oscar took it from that person.
shut up! I haven't even told that part. You're skipping ahead.
I'm glad that the tables have turned.
I know. Look. So I had these friends, and like I would always like play flirt and play with them, and I'd be like, oh hey, like go to prom with me. Or,
Oh, I think you told me that story,
Yeah.
but and now you're connecting more
I'm
characters.
connected. Yeah, the
That's
the
dope.
story
We unlocked a new
expands.
color.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I feel like. It's like, oh, season 2.
Okay, so look, so I would always be like, hey, like go to prom with me, and they would never give me an answer because they knew I was just kidding, or so I thought.
or so
But
he thought.
yeah, but eventually, we got closer and closer to the time for prom, and like for months I had been playing around with these 2 girls. It was 2 different
Two
girls,
of them.
and then
Wow.
What an asshole.
and then I go.
He's a Velasco.
that?
What can I
Can
say?
And then I go to school one day, and I'm like, remember in Galena Park there was that one walkway by the mechanic shop, that.
Oh,
that-
yeah,
that
yeah,
walkway?
yeah.
And I run into like our friend Letty.
Okay.
Okay, Letty is my bro,
Sis.
and like no,
out to Letty.
she's straight up,
You know Letty?
straight up, yeah, like she's my
That's
bro,
our bro.
and
Isn't she subscribe?
yeah,
Subscribe if you're not.
she's Renato's wife.
I know.
Well, I mean, just letting you know. So here's the thing. So Letty had no one to go with, and she just literally, like, as friends, she's like, "Hey, do you want to go to prom with me?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Okay. Immediately, that's it. It's confirmed. I have a yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to freaking, I have to continue life with knowing that I had been joking around for months with these girls,
See.
not knowing that they were taking it serious.
Ooh, you play with their heart?
Ooh.
It gets worse than
Hey,
that.
you don't have a blue button?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
He
they're-
does.
It gets worse because Ricardo, same thing, had no one to go. He was going to ask Letty to go with him. So can you please tell us your side of the story now? Come on, tell us. Look at his face. Come on.
So he was fishing.
He was shooting some baby hugs.
So Oscar told me that he was going to ask Letty. And
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you told me that was the reason that I was like, hey, Letty, you want to go to prom with me? And she was like, bro, like, I told Oscar, and I was like, damn, like,
No, so I think what happened was I had told Ricardo that Letty asked me. And I think you still went ahead and asked her to make her feel bad. I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah, because
Hey, did you go to Letty and be like, has a man ever make you feel bad?
Has a man
another
ever broken your heart?
that thing, yeah.
Yeah, can we title the episode like that?
Yeah.
Has a man ever broken your heart?
I'm okay with that. Featuring the construction doctor. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, Ricardo's never gonna come back.
He has to at this point. He has to.
Ricardo,
dude, we haven't even scratched the surface of the shit that me and this guy have.
look. Okay,
The surface.
so
It's like,
Scratch the surface.
So Ricardo ends up, like, it wasn't a real rejection because he knew ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
Like, he wanted to get rejected.
but she didn't know that.
Yeah, she didn't know that. So he took his rejection and he didn't end up going to prom. Okay, so I ruined his prom. Later on, like in the next upcoming week, I found out that the girls took me serious and they thought that they were gonna go to prom with me.
Both of them
This was
with you?
after.
I don't
This
remember.
was
I
after the
think
prom?
I may have. I think I broke the news to you. I don't remember. This is a while back. I think I asked this person. And he's like, "Yeah, I think Oscar's gonna go with me." I was like, "Oh." I don't
have
talk
a surprise
shit.
for you.
He's like, a guy's about to break your heart.
Yo, she's out here playing checkers, and I'm out here playing chess. Like, how do I break the news to Oscar?
He's like, this is how I get Letty from him.
Yo, if I didn't get canceled because of the fucking animal killing, I'm getting canceled for. Cut it.
Here's the thing. It's like, obviously, no malice. Like, I would have gone with them if I knew that they were being serious, or like one of them, because I can only take one.
Well, honestly, they thought you were being serious.
I thought they knew I was just joking because I didn't ask anybody. Like I didn't get the confirmation. We never followed up.
Have you ever talked to them after the fact?
One of one doesn't talk to me anymore. I talk to the other one.
No, but
Because
you
of
didn't
that?
talk to him after.
Because of
You had,
that?
like,
No,
parties
no,
and
no,
shit.
not because of that.
Oh, something worse.
You had
Okay.
parties here and
Yeah,
you
they
talked
still
to him.
showed up. So they
Subscribe.
So they don't hate me, but it just sucks
They don't love
because
him.
I thought Ricardo was gonna hate me more than them.
No, but he's right here. He brought you beer.
That is
Who
true.
knows what he put in the beer, but he brought you beer.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if I've ever made you cry.
He's
I
sorry
was- once.
As a man to a man
from
who love each other.
El Cubano, I hope you're paying attention to this shit. He's an asshole.
El Cubano.
Remember, that's the guy who he told at the garage the other night.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it.
So
Now can we get to the fucking guru pit?
so I saw this very controversial question online. Actually, Stacy sent me this,
Whoa.
and I was like, "We have to fight about this at the podcast."
Yo, I'll fight you about anything.
Well, I hope you.
let's fucking
I
go.
hope you have that same attitude after you read this.
No, because whenever we agree, people are all like, they're like, they didn't fight.
Well, don't agree with me.
Watch his
What-
legs.
what-
Watch his legs.
Yeah.
They go pretty high.
Anyways, so here we go.
All right, let's go.
Vamos a ver esto desmadre. Here we go. Oh, I need to double click. Now, all right,
She sent me this.
Tony, read it.
If baguettes could move, how would they move? Give your reasoning, please.
Okay, let's just say the number and then we'll do the reasoning.
Okay, so wait. There's people who are here to listen to
Wait,
this majestic
Play it again.
voice.
Okay.
Play it again.
First, let's explain to the
I've
to the
never watched
only.
this. What is this?
Okay, I'll explain
What
as
is
best
baguettes?
as I can.
Okay, hold
it's
on.
It's
the piece of bread. It's like
stick
the
of
French
bread.
bread.
It's a stick, like a bread loaf.
See,
Play
so
it
it's
again.
4. So each one pick one to 4. Pick a number.
3.
Pick a number.
I wanted 3.
Can you play it again?
That's my choice.
You want to
play it?
pick a different one for
No.
Tony?
Can you play
Yeah,
it?
pick another one for
No.
Can
Tony.
you play it?
Yeah, pick a number 1 to 4.
No, can you play it again?
Yeah, but pick a number.
No, but he has to see the movement. So the question obviously is like how would
bread.
the pizza bread move?
I'm thinking 3.
I already said 3.
Wait, but
I agree
before
with
we
3.
get there, this is a professional podcast
This
studio.
is the guru pit. We have to fight our points.
Mira,
you
it
guys
doesn't-
have to convince us that your number is the correct one.
It doesn't help that I don't know what it is.
You want a baguette is a piece of bread like the long ones, like in
Okay,
the cartoons.
what you put the
Whenever they're
pig meat
holding the
on
big-
to eat it in a sandwich?
You know in Scooby Doo when they cut up the long bread
never
and
seen
then they fill
Scooby-Doo.
it up.
You never watched Scooby Doo.
He's seen Scooby Doo. He's
What's
old
that?
enough for Scooby Doo.
What's that?
No, but hold on.
Like you're like, no, I know he's never seen
Yeah,
Scooby Doo.
but wait. But the people who are just listening, they are confused. They
Okay,
want-
you explain how
This-
they're moving.
I'll take
Okay.
number 1.
Number 1,
Let me
Tony.
see. Can you play
Describe
it one more time?
this-
One more time.
Okay, what?
I'll-
Tony's going to describe number 1 first. All right, Tony, go.
Okay, so the first panel, it resembles a kind of like a
worm.
inchworm. Yeah, like it's just barely moving, kind of like a snake, where
Like a
its whole
snake.
muscle contracts along its body to
Right.
slither,
Alright.
but it's not slithering.
All right,
It's inching.
somebody pick number 2.
Why are you laughing?
Somebody, Oscar, number 2. You're the
I'm
more
number 3.
You're creative.
I'm number 3.
Okay, I'll pick number 2. Imagine that a dog became a baguette. And the dog was running,
It's like
and then you
galloping.
slowly transition into a baguette
It's kind of galloping.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like galloping.
by
Okay,
galloping.
I choose 4.
You
Okay.
choose 4?
Let's see.
Describe
Alaskan
number 3,
bullworm.
Oscar.
Okay, number 3 is literally it. Just like whenever you flip a coin, like the rotation motion, it's like that's the way it moves forward.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, number 4. Describe number 4 para el público.
A worm or a snake crawling.
Dragging itself.
It's like on
Dragon
SpongeBob,
Tail.
the Alaskan bullworm.
Okay.
You remember? the
Now,
big one?
if you're listening to this and you understood what we said, please go to our YouTube page and tell us.
All right. The question's like if a baguette could move, how would they move?
And give your reasoning.
three,
Por favor.
because
I got
baguettes are
All right,
stiff.
stop. And that's my answer.
I got it.
I
No,
I got
stop.
said it before
I got
you.
it.
All right,
A ver.
you chose 4. So
Well,
explain.
no, he chose 4 to explain
Ah.
what it was. But what do you think? How would they move?
I think it's 4, right?
¿Por
Oh,
qué?
okay.
So,
Dinos por qué.
If you're hungry, right, you take a bite at the end. You don't bite it midway, right? So he's hurt. He's damaged. So that's why that first piece at the end is dragging because it's like,
He's
hey,
hurt.
if they cut your legs off, guess what you're gonna
See,
do? You're gonna crawl.
That's really creative because you gave it a backstory.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So yours could
I love
take.
you too.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Do you want to go to prom with him?
I'm about to break your heart again.
That's 3 times.
Look, your reasoning kind of makes sense. Okay, all right,
No,
Danny,
I know it makes
your turn.
sense.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say 3, but I don't want to pick the same as you.
That's mine. Fight me. Remember we said
Number
we're fighting.
2, because if he was that scared for its life, it would do what a dog does. Run away. Run away.
Yeah, Tony doesn't understand the point of the guru pit.
Tony,
We've agreed on things
listen,
before on the Guru Pit.
I know, but
I'll pick one only if it's still dough. If it's baked, it can't do that movement. Okay.
Wait, but
he's
what
running
if
away
he just
from-
came out of the oven?
I've been.
Oven. I am French, okay? I have. Hey, Italian. I know that's. I have Italian blood.
Why? We're talking about French.
Oh, Francesco.
It's spaghetti.
That's why he brought us the baguettes.
Or maybe he wasn't okay. So number 3, he's completely turned on. Number 1, he's still working. He's still working
He's
on
rock
it.
solid, bro.
Number 1, he's still getting in the mood. He's like,
See, I don't
give
think
me some red wine
he's the
and
thing.
some pasta.
Espérate.
'Cause
Can I
Jake
give
goes
my
to
reasoning?
Dale.
I chose 3, and Danny. No, I actually had seen this before because Stacy has sent it to me,
Dale.
and I replied. I was like, "It's obviously 3.
Obviously not.
because it has no joints. Bread has no joints. They have to move like this,
Bro, but-
and then she replied, "Makes sense." So
But no,
I have
but-
your girlfriend's consensus on that.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay, it is number 3. No, he's a part of problem. He's a problem with number 3. It'll eventually crumble and just kill itself. It's taking taking fall damage
It's an
on every
anecdote.
step.
It's an anecdote for life.
Every
bro.
flip that it does, this is it.
Yeah.
Yo,
every
what
step is-
about mine?
We are all teetering towards death. It's a metaphor.
You're number 4?
Yeah, what about mine? You have broken legs. You're paralyzed from the waist down. You're crawling. That's what number 4 is doing.
Look, if you pay attention to yours, he's not even moving. All the other backgrounds are moving.
No, he's moving
Yeah, he's
at a
moving a
really,
little bit
really slow
forward.
space because you don't have legs.
I don't know, bro. It's bread that has no joints. It makes sense to me.
I mean,
But they took a bite at the end.
You got boneless bread, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I always go bone in.
Why you have to look at me like that?
you broke your heart like that. The point is that look.
We care about what you guys think. Let us know. How would the baguette move?
How would the baguette move? And then first of all, explain to Richard, or what's his name again?
Dale otra, dale otra.
No, explain
He
to
called you Richard.
explain
Good
to
thing we didn't go
Ricardo.
the triple fucking IPA.
Explain to Ricardo.
That's next week when you come back.
2 likes.
2 likes.
Just need 2.
2 likes.
Not just kidding. We got one of Danny's friends coming next week.
Oh yeah, next week we're talking about robots. So if you have robot questions, go to our Discord and tell us. Hey, ask the robots guy this thing.
Yes, please do.
Do it. I'm just saying we got someone who
I'm
likes
an
to work with
artist. I'm not a
robots.
smart guy.
Yeah, he's not.
20
First of
likes.
all, I had a good answer for this one.
Mira, Oscar.
You
You
saw
have to
my
under-
answer.
Huh?
20 likes, and Danny will do a roundhouse kick.
To
On
you?
Oscar's.
20 likes.
To
Oh,
you?
no.
Anybody.
Oh,
I'll
they-
be there. I'll
okay.
have a pad.
On your-
Oh, they've seen the
I think
roundhouse
I'm
when
gonna
we
be-
painted.
I'm gonna
Remember?
be busy next week, so
Ricardo's
You
never
won't be
coming
here
back.
for the kick.
Yeah.
What do you remember if it was with the left foot or the right foot?
You kick him
I
again. so he
remember
remembers.
until I felt the impact, and then I was like,
Which side did
he
it hit
kicked
you?
me with both of his legs. How is
Have you
that
ever seen
possible?
Don't Mess with His Own Hand?
Where he's like, smell the left foot. You know, like, just,
It was like,
At
I
one
jumped-
point, he's like, bah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so we know number 2 is as baguette will actually
Number
run.
3 is the obvious answer.
Hey, number 2.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you for joining
We
us.
are the Unqualified Gurus.
Podcast.
And we had a very, very excellent guest. Thank you, Ricardo. I know you were scared to show up.
Thank you for all your hard work. We would have animals running all over town if it wasn't for you.
Gotcha. I do it because of y'all.
Thank you
Thank you.
for murdering the cute, cuddly animals for us, bro.
Leave my guinea pig alone and my ducks. I'll come with you with my foot.
Hey, next week we need updates on the ducks.
Dude, they're getting big.
Yeah, I know.
And they actually have feathers now.
Are you going to start carrying them around in the backpack like that?
I need
Yeah.
a backpack
You need
first.
a backpack. Wait, but he has 3 of them. They're gonna feel
The
like
problem
Three
is,
backpacks.
here's the thing.
Don't run
three of
away.
us.
Don't run
There's 3
away.
of us.
we
Don't
all,
run away.
Here's the thing. We all know that in this podcast we are pro women, but the female
I'm pro dinosaur.
yeah, and the female the duck they're the descendants of the dinosaurs. This is a female dinosaur descendants.
Oh shit.
She makes a lot of noise. This is what they do. Okay.
Oh, speaking about the manist and the sexist, misogynist dudes. Yo,
I am
fuck,
here. Oh.
Fuck Andrew Tate. Like he finally got
Oh.
canceled off everything. I forgot to mention it. Dude, this dude has literally been saying that women deserve to be R-worded. I don't know if we could say that word. I don't want to say
Really?
it.
He said that?
Yeah, yeah,
He-
yeah.
he said
How
that.
could you say
Yeah,
that?
yeah, he literally moved to Romania because he's all like, yo, if you get accused by rape, they won't go as hard at you, you know? So this dude's like a complete piece of shit.
If they put him in jail, they'll go as
and
hard.
he's been brainwashing fucking little kids. There's been stories coming out that teachers are like, yo, these kids are literally saying that Andrew Tate says that women deserve, like, should be in the kitchen. And like, you know, and like people might think it's funny, but this dude's literally brainwashing children because all his content's on TikTok.
Yeah.
But not anymore. He got banned from TikTok too. So good riddance.
TikTok,
Fade
Meta,
into
Twitter,
fucking
all of it.
all of it.
Everything.
All at
He's
once.
fucking gone. And good riddance because he was just repeating the
But
exact
he's
same
still
thing
out
over
there,
and
though,
over.
right? He can still like post shit
But the
somewhere.
thing-
Maybe he won't grow as much
But the
because
thing
the
is that
main ones
he
are
can't
gone.
reach your
That-
children.
right,
He can't reach
right.
children.
That's what
so-
I'm trying to say.
Have you ever heard of Andrew Tate?
I saw y'all's episode on him, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're reporters here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Hard hitting.
If people follow him, they're gonna follow him, right? Same thing with ex-president, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did his own platform, and people are still following him.
But let's be
constantly.
completely honest. The masses aren't getting as much.
No, and I'm not saying that the masses is big, but if you have followers,
Yeah.
They're gonna find you.
follow. Yeah,
Yeah, but no, but like
they're gonna find your content.
Rick,
Hey,
but
if
the
they
difference
cancel
is
you
children.
if they cancel you from one surface, they're gonna.
Here's my other thing though. Like what? Like okay, so he's talking all this shit about women. What kind of women are getting with him? If he's talking like that,
There's
Like-
Has a guy ever broke his heart?
no, because then he started talking shit about dudes
yeah,
instead
he's
of women.
yeah. Good point.
Yeah, look, the point is he was very accessible to children, and now he's not, because he was literally like, you're ruining a whole generation of kids.
Honestly, you
know?
want your kids to grow good. Have them watch the Unqualified Gurus podcast, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you for being here today.
You see all the equality we got going on here.
Everything.
We're talking about guys breaking your hearts. We're
Sí.
talking about like
Pork chops.
baguettes.
pork chops out. We use our imagination with
You know?
baguettes. That's right.
We're talking a lot of murder about animals. Yo, let's hope to God that
Your
Peter
kid
ain't
will
watching.
become a gatherer, as Tony said. No, we're just playing.
Oh, don't you?
this is
Look,
this
if
is for
we came to an apocalypse, I would provide for
the kids.
anybody that's subscribed to the Unqualified Guru.
That's 220 people.
I'm the
being survived
hunter.
at the-
I got y'all.
There you go. So you want to survive the next apocalypse? Subscribe to the Unqualified Gurus podcast, everybody.
Yo,
Thank you. See ya next week.
Yeah, I was about to say, yo, is that it? Yo, I'm gonna Photoshop all of us with mullets
No,
for
espérate.
the
man.
cover.
Mira.
Can I have the curly hair one? Because those ones look cool.
Yeah, but you need a thicker mustache. I got you.
You gonna Photoshop a mustache?
A thicker mustache.
I'll take that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
A fish and chips. Mira.
Yep.
The point is that all we have?
Should we end the episode before we continue talking?
Yeah.
We should.
Do we
Hey,
want
you
to-
guys,
It's
you know,
like-
I've been
if you-
holding back a lot.
Here's the thing: if you want to know what we were talking about post recording, subscribe to our Patreon. We don't have a Patreon.
Our premium channel.
Okay, don't subscribe then.
guys, please. I'm trying to like there's a format for this. Please check the link tree. We have
See.
a beer fund
And the Patreon.
because you know, like as much as we love our guests, you know, they shouldn't have
They
to
all
provide the beer.
most of them are cheap.
No,
actually,
no, that's not true.
No,
That's not true. That's not true.
That's not true.
But
Tranquilo.
oh, I figured out a way so that you can donate just dollars.
You can mail it to us.
No, no, on the buy me coffee before
Buy us coffee.
before it was
Porters.
Danny, let me talk. Oh my god! Before you had to do like a $5 limit. Now if you
Now
want to
you can
give us
do
$2, check the link tree below.
Do $50 at once.
Rick, can you please look at your camera and lead us out with the peace?
You have
We out
to
this bitch.
Say
You have
it.
to
You have to
say
say
it.
peace.
No, I like that.
Out.